Well, happy Easter. Now, we weren't expecting that. It was a nice little sting, that, wasn't it? Now, I'm ever so sorry, before we start, echoing from upstairs. Thank you very much indeed. Got so much to tell you about today. Got a fabulous show. Dressmakers galore today. So, Janis is with me. I'll show you the menu in a minute. We're not quite ready to show you the menu, but Janis is doing a little romper suit, first of all, from a brand spanking new book. Lovely. Oh, look, it's a bit like my shirt. Then, CL's here. Oh, this side. CL's here, and we're doing this gorgeous Badgeley Mishka dress here. Bit Joanna Lumley-esque, that, isn't it? Then, of course, there's the Badgeley Mishka dress. Then, of course, Janis is back, doing a little... Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Are you talking to me, Hana? Hang on. I've got you. Sorry, say that again. Oh, yeah, she did it before. We're having trouble today because I can hardly hear anybody at all. And then CL's back. Look at this beautiful, beautiful. Brand new fabrics, 2 new fabrics to choose from. Hana will tell us all about that when we come to it. It's just lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous kimono. Oh, look how beautiful. It's like a photo print, isn't it, that? Absolutely gorgeous. Are we ready then to go to our website? No, we're not. Okay, then, so... Okay, it's all going right. Janis, it's your fault.
Oh, I know.
It's Janis's fault. She came in like a gremlin this morning with boring hair. And she's trying to copy me with her blouse. She's got a little blouse with birds on it and everything. Listen, shall I just pass? It's got... Oh, here we go. Do the menu. Here we go. I'm sorry about this, everybody. There seems to be gremlins every morning at the moment. When Wayne was producing the weekend, oh, it's dreadful, especially on Monday. He messed up so bad on Monday, I can't tell you. We'll be here now. We'll be with you now. Menu. Coming up today with me, the baby girl's romper with Janis Hobbs. Badgeley Mishka dress with Claire-Louise. 10 o'clock, we've got Janis's boys' shorts. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got the kimono hack, haven't we? The beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kimono hack coming up at 11 o'clock. So much gorgeousness going on. Right. As if it never... You didn't hear Wayne drop the coat hangers. You didn't hear me wheeling and thing. We love you to get in touch. If it works, go to our website, www.sewnquarter.com. It's not like this at QVC's. Oh, what's that? So a rainbow. What was that I just saw then? I have to go back to that in a minute. Oh. Anyway, what you do is go to www.sewnquarter.com, click on Watch the Show Live. You will need to log in at this point. Excuse me, it doesn't cost you anything, but you can literally log in. Then you see where it says Message to Studio there on the right-hand side. You can just write your little message there. Keep it short and sweet because after 140 characters, it cuts you off at our end. Your end, you can carry on typing as much as you like. It gets sent through to producer Hana, and she will send it through to us at the desk on our tablet. See where it says products from today's show? As I introduce fabrics and bundles and books and everything, they will all appear there. So if you're watching later, you can have a good look to see what's been on the show. If it's sold out, it won't be there. Also, when you go to the top of the page, you see there it says add to your basket. When we're showing you something, there will be a picture there. Click on it, pop it in your basket. You can check out your basket as many times as you like during the day. Still 1p within the 24-hour, $2.95, 4 to 6 working days, that one. And also you can send us an email with pictures or long messages to studio@sewnquarter.com. studio@sewnquarter.com. Right, hopefully all the gremlins have gone now. Better get on with the day. Right, I'll show you this first. From a brand new book. From a brand new book. Little romper suit, isn't it gorgeous? There you go. This is the little girl's version, obviously, because it's got the little skirt in it. There is a little boy's version in the book. Let me show you the book first while I do the fabrics. Brand spanking new today. Janis came in going, I love this book. I love this book, John. I love this book so much. We'll talk more with Janis in a second. But look, it's called So Adorable by Vanessa Mooncie, £14.99. It's boys and girls. It's boys and girls, but look at the photography. Now, it's not just clothes. It's got coats and hats and scarves and wings and all sorts of goodies. Isn't that lovely? Look at just the photography to start with. Tabards, crowns, pirates' hats. And then here's all the projects. Beautifully, beautifully, even down to how much you need to buy. I'll go through this with Janis in a second. But for example, shirt. how much you need to buy for the different ages, the different age sizes the patterns go up to, everything like that, everything you need to know. Lots and lots of gorgeous patterns in here. All for kiddies, it's all kiddies. Nice, isn't it? Lovely. I'll go through it with Janis because you do get all the patterns in the back. You do get all the patterns in the back there. It's lovely, isn't it? Do what, Hannah? Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm ever so sorry. I'm going to have a swap in a minute with this because it's not working. Okay, $14.99, a brand spanking new book. I will go through it all with Janis in a second. But I've got fabrics. I've got fabrics galore. £14.99. That book, right? Fabrics. Now these are gorgeous. Oh, now the flamingos, the one that Janis. I was going to do what this was, but the flamingos that Janis is working with is this one. This is flamingos on cream. Okay, $5.99 for half a metre. It's from the Fruity Friends range. When we go to the pattern, I'll tell you how much fabric you need to buy for the different sizes. Okay, then 100% cotton, machine washable, and we've checked they're all okay for children's clothes because some of the designers write on them, don't they? Not for children's pyjamas, not for children's clothes. We've checked all of these. These are all fine. These are pink flamingos on pink. $5.99. Then I'm going on to look, these are lovely, aren't these? Little blue birds, these, but they're grey. There you go. Nice. $5.99. Okay, then from the same range, look, this is so cute, this one. Remember when Amanda was on, she made a little dress out of this, didn't she? Bluebirds. This is one of Hannah's favourite fabrics. No, I haven't got the other colourway today. I've only got it on the rose. Okay. Wait, no, is there a fabric missing? Because I've got this, I love this one. Look at this green one here. Katie Jane, this one. Love little sprig detail, that one, isn't it? Ditzy. Wouldn't that be lovely? Now, Hannah's seeing a little child in red sunglasses. Never let Hannah near your child, obviously. Look, this is the one that the romper was made out of, that Janis already made. Cute. Cherries. $5.99. Cherries on white. From the Fruity Friends range. It's lovely fabric, 100% cotton, and also, most importantly, machine washable, isn't it? Machine washable. Oh, nice. Now, you'd normally expect this to be in the quilting show, wouldn't you? This is Tilda from the Lemon Tree range, brand new range. This is like the sea green, but bigger. It's called Flower Field Yellow. That's $7.99 for half a metre, that one. Then we've got the bluebirds in blue. Oh, I tell a lie. I thought there was one missing. It was hidden. It was hiding, sorry. My bad. Bluebirds. $5.99. This is Lewis and Irene. Then I've got teddy bears. Cute. Art Gallery. Super, super soft, this fabric. It's like premium cotton, this one. That's sweet, isn't it? For some reason, I'm thinking little boys in the teddy bears rather than little girls, but who knows? You can make whatever you want out of any of them, can't you? $7.99 for half a metre. And then last but not least, the one I thought that was missing, hiding underneath the teddy bears. Now, when Miranda White did the show, this flew out, absolutely flew out. We must have got, how much of this have we got? Yeah, you see, limited that one, because it absolutely flew out. Yeah, yes, it does look like a Disney cartoon, doesn't it? We can't say Disney, can't say cartoon. Yes, right, I'm going over. Got a book. Take the romper with me. What I need, I'll go that way now. Right, I'm going to go like this. Oh, there you go, romper's full frame, there you go. So at home, that means the romper suit is on full frame. Oh, wrong way round. Janis, I'll be with you in a second, my love. There you go. Kiss.
Don't you worry. Mwah. We couldn't make it last Sunday, could we, John, with the snow?
Was that only last Sunday?
Yeah, the snow. Yeah, last Sunday.
That was the Sunday before. It's 2 weeks ago, Janice.
No, it was last Sunday. I'm sure it was last Sunday. Oh, well.
No, last Sunday, she was in Cornwall having a holiday.
Oh, right, then it must have been the week before.
Time flies by, doesn't it, Janice?
Yes, it was the week before, wasn't it?
Can I just say very quickly, we've got a new present for new buyers. So if you spend £10 or over, you do get these scissors. Well, I'll tell you, I just thought it showed because it just arrived on my desk. Janice, you love this book, don't you?
Yeah.
Before we go on to your patterns.
But I love children, don't I? Because that's my background with them. Children
well, we've all
are
been
lovely.
one, Janice.
But I know, but they're just gorgeous. And the pictures, the photography in this.
So that's the little girl romper.
That's the little girl
then,
romper. Then you've got like a little tutu and
Are
the
the
fairy wings.
Are the patterns for all of these in the book?
So you've got the tutu and the fairy wings and the doll.
Yeah.
Then you got the little pants for the boy and the girl.
The boy's pants got right. That's a little girl, Janice. That
Is
one.
that a little girl? I can't see it upside down. That's the little boy. That's the little
No,
girl.
because it's got ruffles on it, isn't it?
Yeah, but them ones haven't have that.
No.
Oh, look.
Now Hana dresses like
They're
that
gorgeous.
now.
No, dungarees are back in there. And the coat. I thought the coats were lovely as well. And the
So all of these are in
shoes.
the book, aren't they?
Yeah. And there's that little dress. And that dress is done like a linen.
Oh.
So linen creases, doesn't it? But
Yeah.
it's still lovely. Look, pyjamas. Look at them pyjamas.
No.
I love them. And then you've got these are well made as well. The patterns are good for these little Indian. They're always dressing up,
Can you say Indians? I don't know if you can say Native Americans.
Native
Where did they shoot this?
Americans.
Anyway, yesterday in the book we had yesterday, we had a bag that matches that little child's
really?
shoulder bag to match that.
Oh.
Oh.
But that look. Oh.
Oh, Janice is going.
Look. I just think it's a hat.
For a teddy bear.
No, for the child.
Okay.
But they're lovely. I just love them. The aprons look.
Yeah, tabards. I've got a picture of me,
Tabards
my
and
first day at school wearing a tabard.
And the hats look. Have you? Well, you'll
Yeah.
have to bring it in and show us, John.
Yeah,
And that's it. But it's just a lovely book. There's not too many things in it, but it's just lovely.
Well, how much is
It's
it?
just
$14.99. It's a gorgeous book,
absolutely
isn't
lovely.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was
now-
really pleased when I got that book.
Oh, good. So Julie says, morning, John and Janice. Nurse Julie here. Just finished the night shift. Trying to keep awake to watch you. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Love the
I'll
bluebird
try and keep
fabric.
awake as well.
What?
I was up most of the night, so I'll try and keep awake as well.
What, are you partying again?
Yeah.
Right, so what have you got
Right, in the back of the book
there? Yes.
is the patterns.
Yes.
Now, the Birder books that I used to have when I was younger as well.
Yes.
They used to have these patterns,
Well,
but there
didn't
was
they
a
have
lot more. There was a mass, and I used to think, ooh.
Didn't they have a blackboard in the back with a bit of chalk in your day? Yeah.
But it was like just a mass of patterns because there was like 40 patterns in.
Yeah.
And of course I used to think, oh, tracing. But this is so simple. And once you get your head round the way it's done, it's all colour-coded.
Right.
So with the romper suit, it was all the navy blues. So
Oh,
what,
okay.
So what you have to do is just trace round the navy blues. Now, the actual lines of the navy blues and pick up the notches as well.
Okay, I'm just looking for the pattern.
And that's the grain line across the middle
Oh, yeah,
there.
okay, right.
But once you've done the notches and the grain line, there
Yes.
isn't a lot more to it. It's quite a simple pattern.
Right. How do you
So-
know how many pattern pieces you need?
It tells you here
Okay.
on what to use.
So this is the page?
It's got it there. 14,
Oh, okay.
15, 16, 17. And it tells you somewhere about the pages as well. Because these pages are numbered.
Right.
Like if you look,
Right.
you've got
That's
C,
page C.
and then you've got D. And it also tells you somewhere on there what sheets to use. But there's only 4 pages anyway. There's only A,
Oh,
B, C,
okay,
and D.
okay.
They're all on
There you
here.
go. Pattern pieces on sheets D and D. It says here, sorry. And then it says number 14 is the skirt, cut 2 of the main fabric. 15 is the short back, cut 2 in the main fabric.
That's
So
it.
it tells you exactly what you're cutting
Tells you
out
exactly
and what
what to
number
cut
pattern
out.
they are
Yeah.
on the sheet there.
But don't be frightened by it. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
no.
Don't be frightened by it because it's worth it. It's
Okay,
definitely worth it.
so you've got your pattern out, but then
So
you
you've
need to
got pattern.
decide. On the book, it's got it for 6 months, 1 year, and 2 year.
Yeah.
And then it tells you how much fabric you need, whether you've got 36-inch wide fabric, 45-inch wide fabric, or 60-inch wide fabric. Ours is 45. So what size did you make, Janice?
The
1 year.
Age 1.
So girls romper, you need 1.1 metre of the main fabric. You need 1/2 metre of the facing, and that's it really, isn't it?
That's it.
So 1.5 metres.
We'll do it.
No, could you get it out to 1.5 metres?
Yeah, because it's quite big as it comes up anyway, that 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So, yeah.
I reckon you'd be fine if you cut your facing well, 1.5 metres. You could go for 2 metres if you want to, but you will have a lot left over. Maybe you could make something to go with it, you know, like a little cap or something like that to go with it.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
So you've got the following guide shows how much material you'll need for an average-sized child. It says, what's an average-sized child these days, isn't it? Suggested fabric, light to medium-weight fabric, shirting, poplin, seersucker, gingham, fine... Oh, would be nice in fine needle cord, wouldn't it? And lightweight denim.
And gingham. I love gingham as well. And seersucker, lovely fabric.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Janis, so now, did you get your fabric and did you lay it out like that?
Yes, laid it out exactly like that.
Okay.
So what you have to remember as well is the grain lines and, you know, making sure it's straight, the fabric and that. Because years ago, when in the old days, we had to pull the thread to make sure the fabric was straight.
Yeah, oh yes, yes,
so,
yes, yeah.
And that's what we always did. But with the bag making and everything, you don't really do that. But with dressmaking,
yeah, oh yeah,
you can
definitely.
still try and keep the fabric straight.
So you can create a grain and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
and also it's all, if you look here, it all says on the fold, so that's actually fabric folded in half there, so you know exactly, because some of the pieces are actually cut on the fold, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And what you've got to make sure as well is if the flamingos, for example, you need them all up the same way.
Oh, directional, yes.
So make sure you cut out them all the same way, otherwise you'll be quite upset if you don't.
Okay, Marcia, I saw Marcia's earlier. Marcia says, Marcia, are you all right? Did I read something on Facebook earlier that you weren't very well? Have I got that wrong? Is that a different Marcia? Anyway, good morning, Marcia. She said she loves you, Janis. And
Morning,
Michelle
Marcia.
says, morning, John. I love making baby children's clothes. Lots of love from Shelley in Lincolnshire.
I wish I had babies again. I've got grandchildren, but I wish, you know, I've got more children to make for. But there we go.
Directed what, sorry? Yeah, looking very nice this morning, Janis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and then she had on the end, oh, you too, John. That's nice, isn't it? Right, okay.
We're a bit of a clash this morning, aren't we? Yeah. But there we go.
We're what?
We're a bit of a clash with our shirts. You should have worn a bird shirt this morning, John.
Well, you didn't text me to tell me.
No, I should have done me.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
I will in future, I will.
Yeah, okay.
Right then, so the first thing we do, you have to cut out the front and the back of the shorts.
Right.
And again, you just put them together exactly like so.
Let's just show you the finished one. So that's the little skirt there.
And then you gather...
then the trousers, little shorts. They look big.
They do look big, but they're going to be elasticated.
Inside,
they're going to be elasticated as well. Put John in them. Yeah, anyway. So what we do then, you have to gather the shorts.
Yes.
With your 2 stitches.
Right.
This pattern can be a beginner, a bit more experienced beginner.
Okay.
Who knows about gathering and things like that.
But
it's easy to follow and it shows.
Obviously, with the little boys version, you don't have to have the frill on.
You wouldn't have the skirt, no. So, but you would do on the girls.
Okay. So you cut them out.
So you cut them out, gather them, do the top, gather the top, and then attach them, but you base them to get that onto each other.
Okay, right.
But you leave the crutch bit open.
Right.
Because you're going to do that at the last minute.
Okay.
So that's the first start that you do.
Right.
So then what you're going to do then is add the waist facing. That's it, that's already stitched. So what I've actually done, you've got the bib and you've got the waist facing.
Right.
So the first thing we're going to do is attach the side seams to, because what you do, you machine down just the sides and join the sides.
Everything's notched, isn't it? So you can see what's going where.
Everything's notched. So I'm just going a bit blind now, Jan. I can't find the side seam. Couldn't find the side seam. I was going a bit blind in my old age.
Oh, Marcia's all right. Oh, it's a different Marcia. Was it a different Marcia then?
So all we do is find the seam, half and half. And I always start with the side seams.
Right. Now you're going to do a few layers, because you've got your gathered up top layer.
So what you're going to do is shove that.
Well, hardly shove, Janis. Place.
Place. Okay, place. Place that over.
Right.
So it doesn't matter which side you have this, because you've got the bib
Right.
And then you've got the actual waist casing there.
Okay, so the back and
Okay.
the front are the short. There's not a back and a front to the short and skirt.
No, not,
Right.
not
Okay.
at this stage.
Okay.
So then you get the other part.
Yeah.
Oops. Stick a pin in. Stick a pin in. And there we go.
Okay, so what Janice has done so far is she's matched the side seam of the skirt to the side seam of the bodice.
The dress.
Or the kind of
That's it.
dungaree bib, yeah.
And then all you're going to do then is just pin it round and attach the bib to the actual...
Has it got a centre mark as well, or does it just fit as you go
It
around?
just fits as you
Okay,
go
great.
round, to be honest, John.
Have you got tailors? Have you got tailors tacks on there? Are they for something later on?
I've done tailor's tacks with the notches.
Okay.
For the straps and everything.
Oh, okay. I could see them, but I couldn't figure out what they were for. So we're not using them at this point.
No.
Not in this bit.
No, this is just a straight edge at the moment.
Now I've got an issue. You've got. You're going to have upside down.
That's going to be face though with this one.
Okay, so that one doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, okay. He's right though.
I am right. As if little Paul was here going, I'm really wrong.
I'm always wrong, I am. I don't know why that turned out upside down, to be honest.
Well, you cut it the wrong way.
Because that's gone the right way.
Oh yeah. You've sewn them. All it is, you've sewn it.
I'll probably just...
Oh no, hang on, Janice, hang on.
What? Have I got the wrong one? Have I sewn the wrong one to the wrong one?
Don't worry though. Don't worry. Keep going. You keep going.
going.
You keep going, girl.
Sewn the wrong
I'll
one
be
to
in the
wrong
coffee
one.
bar if you need me, Janice. You just keep going.
Keep going. Keep pinning. And then we can machine. So that's... Like I said, this is a great education, isn't it, really? I'm educating people not to do it that way.
Yeah, how not to do it.
How not to do it. Oh, John. You can keep stroking my head all day if you want, then again, no, maybe not. Okay,
All right.
So then what we're going to do then is just machine round from the first seam round to the other side.
So you don't sandwich it then. You just literally sew the facing
Just
on
sew
first.
the facing on.
Oh, okay. So it's funny, isn't it? Because we all do things differently. That's how the book's telling you to do it.
Yeah.
I'd have sandwiched the facing, I would have thought.
Yeah,
but...
no, I always do it by the book, the way the book says.
Yeah, of course.
Because then if anyone has trouble, if I did it my way...
Oh, if you did it your way, Janice, nobody'd know where we were.
That's true. So
Morning,
5/8
everyone. Can't wait to
seams.
start sewing these. Hope you all have a lovely day from Joanna. Oh, Joanna, you're going to make some of these. Got the book. It's fantastic, isn't it?
5/8 seams as well on here. Now, again, you get the seam ripper.
You read a
help
message
guide me.
yesterday from a lady, I'll try and remember the name, who's going to be, she's having her first grandchild in September.
Oh.
And she was so excited. She bought all of Joe Carter's toys. Maybe she can get some of these. These are very much, the thing is, I think the royals, everything that's in this book is very traditional, isn't it?
Ever so.
And I think the young royal family, because they dress
Yes.
Charlotte.
That's what it
What's
reminds me
the
of.
boy called? George and Charlotte are all dressed in like a traditional little, you know.
And that's the coat in that book's like it.
Yeah, because I remember when George was little, they dressed him in a Marks and Spencer's like Fair Isle, and Marks and Spencer couldn't keep up with the demand for everybody wanting one for their child. Be a bit like this with your flamingo rompers, if we're, you know.
It is. They're lovely though, aren't they? Oh. See, with the other one, I didn't have to worry about pattern.
No, Janice.
So,
It's that bib day all over again, isn't it?
I'm not listening to you.
No, I
really,
know.
you know.
I can tell by your reaction. Everyone at home's laughing with me.
Oh, gosh. Right.
Right, okay.
So pop that back on.
Okay.
I will for now. Okay. So once you've done that, take your pins out.
If you can't take the arm off your sewing machine, all you do is you sew it from the other side and have the curve going round, yeah.
And what you can do to get rid of a bit of the ball is just trim it down.
Okay.
The waist.
Left-handed scissors coming in.
It doesn't say this in the pattern.
It doesn't, or it does?
No, it doesn't.
But it's there's a lot of bulk in there because you've got 2 lots of gathering.
I know. That's why I'm doing this all.
Oh, you're right.
That's it. I'm getting the grip.
I think they need to be sharpened, those scissors, don't they?
Yeah, I've used them too many times now, I think.
These are our Fiskars left-handed scissors. Jen's the only one that uses them, so it's your fault if they're bad.
See, all us designers,
You are?
you never know what we're going to be, left or right-handed, but a lot of people who do creative things are left-handed, aren't they?
Are they? I'm
Yeah.
not.
No, I
You
know.
are.
I am.
Hannah, are you left-handed?
Hannah
yeah,
is.
see, Hannah's left-handed.
See, she's creative.
Yeah, she's shouting, all creative people are left-handed now. And that's Hannah's opinion at home, ladies. Don't be offended if you're not left-handed.
Just going round. And then I'll need my iron out then, John.
You might what?
I need the iron out then.
Do you want the big iron or the little
The
iron?
little one. I know, if I can.
Do you like my
please.
ironing fairy?
I
Mo made me
know.
this.
I saw that and I thought, oh, what's he got now? What's he got now? So that is the start, if you can see.
Okay.
Of but with me, guys, it's all about the pressing. All about the pressing every time.
There's been a whole strand on the Facebook fans page how they don't like you going over, not you, the ironing board over there. They don't like the way we do-si-do or anything. They want it there so the designer can just use it without disturbing me. But then we can't see you doing it then, can we?
No. That's the problem, isn't it? There we go. And that's a nippy little iron, to say the least.
What are you saying, Janis?
Nippy little iron, this is.
Nippy little iron, brilliant, I love it. So, oh, hang on, it's not in yet.
What's not in?
The graphics that Hannah's like, oh, too busy flirting with Timothy.
So that's the start. Now you can see the shape coming.
Yes. Right, okay,
Right.
let's just hold that up. So, there we go. So that's the front. Okay. Now this is the bit where, on yours, these flamingos will be the right way up. There's never, ever, ever a mistake. That was Janice's design choice, wasn't it? She thought they were the Australian flamingo version on the back, didn't you?
You did.
No, I didn't. You did. Now, what are you doing now?
So then what you have to do then is we attach the facing
Yes.
to the back.
Yeah.
To the back of the dress.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Okay.
So what we're going to do, match
your notches. They're big notches, aren't they?
No, I did these on purpose.
Oh, you did them big on purpose?
Yeah.
Is they not that big on the pattern?
Yeah, but you see what they did on the pattern.
There we go.
They're big notches anyway on the actual pattern.
Yeah.
But what they do, they go up, down, and up, down. Whereas
Like
I
a
go,
W?
yeah. So I just go up and across and down.
Don't they do that so you know this
I've
is the
always
back?
done that.
What were the notches on the front? Were they single?
No, they're all
Oh,
big
okay.
ones
All
the
right
same.
then.
They're all.
Yeah.
They're big notches. Look, they're quite big notches on the actual pattern.
Oh. Lorraine says, oh, Janice, your hair's grown.
It has, hasn't it? Because, yeah.
Yeah, Martin. Just so if you don't know.
Before I do that, I'll go down the
A few weeks ago, Janice said she was rushing, because she's got bridesmaids to make, she's got all sorts of things to make in real life, and she's got a proper job as well. And Martin said to Martin, oh, just shorten my hair a little bit around here so I look quite nice for John. Martin's her boyfriend, right, who's a builder. Right, he's your boyfriend, or maybe he's not a boyfriend anymore. Anyway, she came in, and what do you call it? It's like a fade. You had a fade around that. It was so bad.
Peaky
At the
Blinders.
middle of the night, she had to drive over to your auntie's house. On the other side, was your auntie?
Bromsgrove, yeah.
To Bromsgrove, right? To have her auntie to try and save it so she could come in the next morning.
And she saved it for me.
Well, to a fashion, Janice. Yeah. What's the matter
No,
now?
well, she had to cut it the same both sides.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
What's
so
this?
These are the straps.
And have you made those?
Yeah, I've made these.
Right.
All the instructions are in there. So what you have to do before you put the facing on,
Yes.
you have to
The second facing, yeah.
the second facing.
Yeah. Right.
Right, you have to put the straps on.
Okay.
And you do it notch. You have to match the
They're on
raw
an
edge
angle, aren't they?
of the
They're not
strap
flat yet.
to the raw edge
Yes.
of there.
And have you got them going the right way up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I did that wrong.
No.
What?
Because when you get round to the front, they're going to be upside down, look.
Oh, God.
Oh, Janet.
I just
Well, it's
did
fine. It's a design feature.
Good job, it's just a demo.
Just well, this isn't your screen test, is it, Janice?
It's failed miserably. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, normally what you'd do is just baste across there.
Yes, hold them
but
in
I'm
place.
just going to
do
it
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I'm so annoyed with them straps because I really went to town on them.
And you can't turn them round, can you? Because there'll be a different shape on the other end.
Just make sure that when you're...
Yes.
This is why it takes more of a...
Don't worry,
not a
Janice. Don't
beginner,
worry.
if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's more of a bit of a person who's had a bit of experience.
Yes, yes.
Because especially if you...
So when you've
trying
had a
to
bit
keep
of
it
experience then,
yeah,
you'll get it right.
wrong. You still get it wrong.
Mo has messaged in, morning, John, profound thought. Everybody...
What was that? Look, you can't stay still, can you?
She said, profound thought, everybody watching Sewn Quarter is creative, otherwise they'd be watching Jeremy Kyle. I love Janice's hair. I'm videoing it. I video it. It won't be on today. What's the matter? I set my video every day. Do you know I helped him get that job? That's another story, but I helped him get that job.
I watch it every day as well.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Terrible. 10 o'clock. Because when you do accounts all day,
Yeah.
When
When
you
do you
get-
watch Sewn Quarter then?
when you get home,
Yeah.
you don't want to watch anything that's too technical.
Heavy.
So
What, so do you watch your own shows
I watch-
back then?
I watch my soaps.
You watch what? What?
My soaps. I like to watch just easy
Oh,
things.
your soaps?
Yeah, my soaps.
I was thinking, I haven't watched I don't know what my soaps is.
No, with the
Your
sewing
soaps.
force, so I watch it when I'm at work in my lunch hour.
Oh, you're saying outside?
Yeah.
I haven't watched Corrie now for over a year. Apparently, it's the big night tonight.
Oh, it is.
Don't, in case I haven't watched it.
That's what I was going to say, you
Yeah.
see, because...
But there's been a few big nights recently, haven't there?
Well, I thought today I'm going to get home, have a sleep, because I was up early, because normally when I'm on show, I'll fall asleep, even at the soaps, do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Hannah, if you're going out tomorrow night, you need to be a bit careful, because a lot of the clubs shut at midnight tomorrow night, because it goes into Easter Sunday. Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right then. Yeah. Yeah.
So what you do, you only sew up to your notches.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because you've got your markings there.
Oh, she's going out with your Amy tomorrow night.
I know she is.
But I always remember when I lived in Twickenham, we got all ready. We slept all the way into the West End because when I was younger then, got to there at 1:45 on the Saturday night, and they went, "We can come in, but it's only open for another 15 minutes because it went into Easter Sunday." Anyway, right, okay. So you've done the strap on the back.
Yes,
Lovely.
anyway. So now I've got to just press it. So we
Do you
can
know
press.
what? Well, I'll have to go and do fabrics in a minute,
this
Janice.
open. Yeah, you can carry on because what
I
I've
wanna
got
watch
to
you press it
do,
first.
if I just press this down, I've got to open up the seam because it's best to press it open before you turn it down.
Yes, of
because it
course.
gives you that more of a good firm turn.
Read what it says on the thing from Gerardine.
Love the demo and you giggle.
No,
Janice.
let the people at home here. It's from Gerardine. Morning, Janice and
Merseyside.
John.
Morning, Janice and John. Love the demo and your giggle, Janice. Can't watch all of the show. I've got to work today. Happy Easter, everyone. Love Gerardine. That's an unusual name.
Isn't it? You don't say
nice,
it Gerardine. No, you say it Gerardine.
Gerardine.
Gerardine, I think.
Ah,
But I say Gerardine because I thought
Gerardine.
she was going to be posh. But she's got a daughter. She's got a daughter called Amy.
has she?
Yeah, same as you. But her
Aw.
aim is successful, and she's just.
I'm not
Amy.
saying-
Don't worry. We love Amy.
I'm not saying nothing.
No. Amy was working here, and then she got a job. She's doing budgets of feature films and things, isn't she? now? Producing feature films now. Are you very proud of her?
And
Apart from her
corporate.
driving.
And corporate.
Oh, and corporate. Oh, there's lots of money in corporate. Anyway, I'm only joking, Janice. You know that, don't
So
you?
what I've done, I've pressed the seam open there, and then Oh, watch me iron. Watch
You
me
go in the
iron.
middle.
And then you press 5/8 of a seam. Now, the seam's right.
Yep, seems right.
My little Bible. I guess it, but that would show my 5/8
Yep.
seam, even though that's not, needs to be a
That's
bit
not
more.
5/8.
It's not 5/8. So we can do
It's going ever so
more.
well today, isn't it, Jenny?
We're not having a very good day, are we? So use your
loving
seam
it.
right.
Yeah.
You've got to get one of these, guys.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you haven't got the seams right, you've got to get one.
Yeah.
So that's your 5/8 because it's easier than grabbing tape measures and getting all
Yeah,
in the mesh
yes,
with
yes,
your
yeah.
tape measures. So that's your 5/8.
Right, so you press that over inside.
5/8, and then you fold it over
So you're creating a waistband, aren't you, really?
to create the waistband. So you fold
Oh,
it
that's
over.
why you only sew it to the notch,
into the
because you don't
middle.
want it to go around the front, do you?
No. So there you go.
Okay,
So
there's-
I'm going to pin all that down.
All right, while you're pinning it,
And then we've
I'll
got the
go
tops.
do fabrics,
Do
and
it
then I'll come
afterwards.
back.
Okay. I will see you in a bit.
I just want to make sure we're still friends.
Of course we are. Don't be daft. Oh, you
So-
daft devil.
I'm going over on the what? Oh, okay, got still in the romper. It's a what? That's a full frame. If you hear anyone say it's full frame, it means the picture fills the whole screen. And here it is for real. Oops. Now, the cherry fabric doesn't have a direction, does it, Janis?
No.
So if you buy the cherry one.
If you're the first timer, buy the cherry one.
What?
If you're novice,
If you're a novice, buy the cherry fabric. When all Janis said to, oh no, there's a couple of directional fabrics, aren't there? Book first, brand new book today. So adorable, classic clothes for boys and girls. $14.99. Brand spanking new today by Vanessa. There's a picture of Vanessa here, look. She reminds me a bit of Hana. Patterns in the back. 4 sheets of patterns in the back. So everything you need a pattern for. Oh, the beautifully put in that. Very good quality. It's very, very good quality paper. So good. There you go. So you get all the patterns in the back. Don't cut them. Well, you can't cut them because they overlay each other. All different colours. They all overlay each other. But fantastic patterns there. Okay. And then in the book, oh no, again, no. The book itself has got so many. It's such an adorable little book. Got an introduction, then a gallery, just all the pictures of everything. Aren't they lovely? Gorgeous photography in there. So you get all the gallery to start with, and then the projects there. So each of the projects, all the patterns, how to lay them out, how much fabric you need. Lots of really, there's the romper that we're doing there. So it's got for 36, 45 or 60-inch wide fabric. It's got how to lay it all out, where the fold is, everything like that. Just brilliant. And lots of different patterns. So all the pictures are at the front, and then all the instructions follow there. I mean, and there are hats, there's crowns, there's headdresses, there's play, there's tabards. So then you saw the stitch and seams there. Also, the other thing that a lot of people don't know how to do, well, the templates, first of all, is how to measure your child, which is good. You see, you've got your crotch depth and everything there. So that's just so you can work out what size you need. Brilliant book, £14.99. Right. Okay, well, I'll do flamingos first, because that's what we've seen Janis using. So flamingos on the cream. Janis made the 1-year-old, but it comes up quite big, doesn't it, Janis? Yeah, it's quite generous. So it could grow into. Oh, it's called white, actually, not cream. It's definitely a cream colour. It's not white, but it's beautiful. We're thinking for the 1-year-old, 1.5 metres to 2 metres. 2 metres if you want a bit of, just to be on, or if you like Janis, you just cut the wrong bit out wrong. You just got that little bit extra, haven't you? $5.99. Hannah's saying you make a little bag with it. You could make a little like wash bag thing to put all their stuff in. Flamingo's on pink now. Cute, aren't they? The thing is, right, I mean, I know we're doing a children's ad, but wouldn't that make a lovely summer skirt, blouse, something like that for a grown-up as well? Moving on. Then I've got the bluebirds in their nests in 2 different colours. I've got it in the rose background first. It's got a very vintage feel to it now. Oh, in fact, that'd be lovely. That would be really lovely for the romper, because a romper's a sort of traditional baby's clothing, isn't it? It'd be lovely in that, wouldn't it? Nesting bluebirds on rose. Okay, and then I've got it also with the white background, which we'll need to check the stock of this one, because this flew out last time. Oh, it's on, this one's saying it's on cream now. There you go. It's because they're all different designers. Different designers think different things, don't they? You see, single figures of that. Single figures of that one. Okay, then I've got the bluebirds darting around the sky. I've got them on the pink background. Again, very, very vintage, isn't it? Rose background. That you can see them, like, you know how the birds play with the currents of the wind and everything, and they just fly around. Okay, and then we've got the bluebirds on the white. Oh, I don't know if they called it white or cream, this one. Cream, that one. It's the palest cream you can imagine. £5.99 for half a metre. Then I've got 4 different fabrics. Got the cherry one that the original romper was made out of. There you go. So that's the cherries on white. And this is it made up. Full screen. Multi-directional fabric. In fact, all of these are multi-directional from now on. No. Then I've got the bears. This is Art Gallery fabric, this one. Premier cotton, this one. Premium even. Premium, not Premier. Who? Who did? Oh, okay. Yeah, Lucy made the things on the show, but she also said that she made lots for her kiddie from Art Gallery fabric when they were little. Then I've got Ditzy in green. There's the Ditzy in green. This is Katie Jane, this one, isn't it? £5.99. Don't worry, Janis, just one more to go, and then I'll be back. Okay, and then last but not least, we've got the Tilda Lemon Tree. Now, I know it's the same pattern as Reid, but she's called it something different in this range, isn't she? Is it called Flower Field in yellow? Okay, let's look at the romper as I go back to Janis, full screen. Full frame even.
So, all I've done is pin the inside.
Okay, so we can have a quick look at this.
So I've just pinned it over after you've pressed it open. And we're going to now machine down there. Now, what I would not do if I was at home, I would tack that and then do it from the right side.
Okay.
So it's shown on the front. But it doesn't really 100% matter if you don't want to do it and you push for time on making something quick.
Yes.
Because it's going to be ruffled up.
Yeah, of course.
Because of the elastic. You don't need to do it, but I'd advise you to do that. If you've got time and you're going to make it for a grandchild just take your time and make it perfect and then you'll be fine. So...
yes, Marilyn. Marilyn said, if you've got directional fabric, doing the strap on one side, all your Janis supporters are coming out now. If you've got directional fabric, yes, of course, it'll go around like that. But on the front, you could have it the right way up. But by the time it gets to the back, they'd be upside down.
The only way you could do it is by having
a shoulder seam. Well, you don't want that.
And having it,
you don't want to be doing that.
Because no matter what way you do it, you're going to be wrong, aren't you? Yeah. So on the actual back as well, because the back's longer than the front, if you know what I mean.
Yes, you haven't got the
maybe
bit.
I didn't do so bad after all with having it upside down. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, Pam's messaging saying, love to see John and Janis together.
That's lovely. Thank you, Pam.
She says, watching you demonstrate it brightens her day.
Oh, that's lovely. The comments are wonderful.
Jenny says we're a tonic and loves our banter.
especially about feeling tonight. Not 99% of the public will be watching that tonight, I think.
What'd you say, Janis? I missed that, sorry.
No back feeling with curry tonight. 99% of the public will be watching that.
I'll ring. What sort of time's it on? 7:30?
Yeah.
I'll ring you. I'll 25 to
Don't
8.
you dare. I won't answer the phone. I'll be like my mother. She don't answer the phone. So all you've done is created the casing.
Does she know it's you ringing?
You are.
Does she know it's you ringing? Has she got those caller identity? Don't pick up the phone, it's Janis.
She does. She says, hello, Jan. Well, she goes through all her sisters first. She says, hello, Kath, Chris, Lynn, Jan. She finally gets to me, and she's done it forever.
She does what?
She goes, when she speaks to me, she'll go, hello, Chris, Kathleen, Jan. And she'll finally get to me because of all her sisters.
Oh, so you're the last one?
I'm the last one, normally, yeah.
Because actually the youngest, the most talented. Is that what it is? Right, come on, we've got 6 minutes.
Right, OK. So what you do then, to the size of the child, you do your...
Elastic,
OK?
Oh, and so is it going inside there?
It's going inside there, because if you look what we've done, we've created the casing.
Yeah.
OK, so all we're going to do now is do it the size of the waist.
Yeah.
But because you want a bit of pull, I literally measure it like that.
Yeah.
And then take about a couple of 3 inches off.
Does it not tell you exactly what to do in the book? How much to do in the book? Don't worry, I'll have a look.
I think it might do, but that's how I always do it to get the pull.
Yeah.
So
149 the elastic a metre.
So then
it's knitted elastic, so it's not going to twist as well.
You can use a bodkin or safety pin. I'm using a safety pin.
Safety pin, yeah.
To pull it through at the back.
Let's have a look.
I think it did tell me. I think I cut it to that size, and I think it seemed big. Because I actually cut it down, I think. I think I did actually cut it to size. And then I had to cut it down, if I remember. Because don't forget, I made this 2 weeks ago.
Of course, yeah, and the rest. 1 inch wide elastic to fit the back of the waist comfortably. 2 lengths.
Does it say?
No.
So you just pull the elastic through the back, holding on to the other end, all the way through.
Okay, it says... You see, they don't mention the book. You're going to have to do the how much you stretch your elastic for your child themselves, because all it says here is you'll need 1 inch wide elastic, which is what we've got, to fit the back of the waist comfortably with an extra 2 centimetres.
Right.
So do they mean cut off 2 centimetres? No, with an extra 2 centimetres. Anyway. So when you do the elastic in the back of the trousers, just check that it's the right pull on for yours.
So then, all I do then is just machine down the notches.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long did you say I've got with Janis? Oh, I've only got about 3 minutes, Jan.
Have we? Well, hopefully I'll get this bit done.
All right. How do you do? You're going to show us how you do the front of the bib.
All you do with the bib. Right, so I'll leave that as it is. I'll just pin it.
Yeah,
so what you do, you actually machine down. Oops.
Up and down to the
just
elastic.
Down a few times just to strengthen that elastic.
Yeah, okay.
Then what you do with the other bit,
right.
You actually fold it 5/8 again on this long edge and also at the sides.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what you do, you attach it. Right sides together.
With the strap, is the strap in? No, the strap's not in, is it? Because you've got your button.
The strap's outside, so you do the button. So here, you just actually machine round here and the arm.
Right.
And then you turn it over, and that, you see, you've already pressed in. So then you hand stitch it or top stitch it down. If you look on the side.
Just undo the buttons there. So just explain on this. So you've machined...
So you've machined round here turn it right side out,
Yeah.
top stitch round it,
Yeah.
and then you can either machine stitch, which I
Oh,
did,
yeah, or
hand
hand whip it
stitch
into there, yeah.
down, so that you do that, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
you do your legs. So
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
you turn this in
Yeah.
to the seam allowance.
Which is this
one to
bit
the
here,
seam
which is
allowance,
the, yeah.
And what you have to do is put your snap fasteners on.
Yeah, which I've got here.
So once you've done,
No, I haven't. Oh, yes, I have there.
once you've done that, you then do your actual elastic through your leggings, the leg part. Again, do the tightness as tight you want.
Yes.
Always. But I actually overlock that, but just zigzag stitch if you haven't got an overlocker.
Yeah.
Turn it over.
Or you can turn it over and over again, couldn't
Yeah.
you? Because you're going to put narrow elastic
That's
through
it,
the legs,
and that's
aren't
going to
you?
have this
Yeah.
elastic through it.
Yeah, I've got
and
the
then you
narrow
do
elastic
that
here.
both sides, and that's it. It's done.
So then how do you stop the elastic? Because obviously the elastic, I'll just show you here, that's the leg hole there.
Yeah.
With the elastic
Now
in
with
it.
elastic, the way I always do elastic when I'm doing sewing it, I always sew elastic at the end, like that,
Oh, flat, yeah.
flat, so you don't get the bulk.
Yeah.
And then I do machining back about 10 stitches there
Yeah.
and 10 stitches
Oh,
there.
okay.
So it lies exactly flat.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it.
So that's your leg, that's actually your leg there. So when you do your poppers
Oh,
up.
that one isn't circled, is it? That's if you join it. Like
Yeah, this
round
one
the
isn't
waist,
it?
and
That
that's
just
how I
stitched
normally
at
do
the
it.
end, isn't it?
And then that just stitches.
You just shut your...
Or if you wanted to, you could always do buttonholes there instead.
Yeah, but I think if you've got a nappy
So,
to change,
but
I think
yeah,
last
it's
thing.
quicker.
And then last but not least, in the
Mum's
last 10
like quickness.
seconds, you
And
just
then
put buttonholes on
You just do the buttonholes and then put the buttons on, and that's it.
Brilliant. Janice, you're back
So,
in an hour, aren't you?
absolutely lovely, yeah.
With,
The
oh,
trousers
that
and
lovely
the shorts.
little trouser, shorts and
Shorts
shirt,
and
aren't you?
shirts.
Thanks ever so
All
much.
right then, I'll see
in
you
a bit.
later.
Book. Brand new book today. Brand new book today. So Adorable by Vanessa Mooncie. £14.99, full of gorgeous, really, really lovely projects. With all your patterns in the back there, which obviously are all, overlap, so please don't try cutting them out, you must trace them off. But such a, look at the gallery section at the front, it's just so adorable, isn't it? Look, little fairy wings there. Just everything. So what it is, they do all the gallery of beautiful photographs first, and then you get onto the projects, and all the projects are done in words and in drawings. It's a lovely book, $14.99. And a couple of the fabrics. The flamingos that Janis worked with is this one. Okay, so this, I like it, well, like we said, this is the most popular, $5.99. Followed by the bluebirds on cream. The bluebirds dancing or the bluebirds nesting? Nesting, thought so, yeah, just double check. I've also got some buttons here as well. We'll play those through the break and you can buy them off the web later, $5.99. Fabulosa. Oh, Christine, she's gone. Janice's hair's a bit boring. You can't say that. But it's because we're used to her wearing her carnival colours, isn't it, really? It's, in real life, it's like pinky aubergine. You just can't, you see it on the camera. Right, don't go, what's the matter? All right, Seal is up after the break with that gorgeous Badgeley Mishka dress. Actually, just wheel it in for me, Wayne, the dress. I'll just show you a quick glimpse if you didn't see the beginning of the show. It is the most exquisite, fully lined. It's got a lovely cape. Now, the cape is attached to it. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Badgeley Mishka, really known for originally the bridal wear and things like that, and then got bought by Escada, and then literally, look at red carpets. Look at very, very classy. Helen Mirren. Think Helen Mirren. Think, very, very elegant ladies on the red carpet. That's lovely, isn't it? So CLs, obviously we're not going to make the whole frock because it would take longer than now. But we're going to do CL tips, and there's a wonderful tip about the cape and lining the cape and everything because, well, I'll let her explain to you afterwards. And also, she's going to tell you how you can make it without, because this is attached. She's going to tell you how you can make it as well without that. So if you just wanted a really, really beautiful, elegant shift dress. So don't go anywhere. CL is up straight after the break. We're very excited about this. Now, it's for advanced. It will be for advanced dressmakers. I will see you with CL in 3 minutes from now.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
We wanted to let you know that it's almost time to retune your TV to make sure you can keep on watching Sewing Quarter. To retune your device, you just need to follow a few simple steps. First of all, press Menu on your device, or on some TVs this might be the Home button. Then press Settings and choose the Setup option. Once you are on Settings, select the Retune option. Your box should then start retuning. Once your device has finished tuning, you're good to go. If you couldn't make it work, or if you have any problems trying to retune, visit digitaluk.co.uk/retune. When it's all finished, you'll be able to carry on watching Sewing Quarter without a hitch. We'll see you on air soon.
Join us on Saturday the 31st of March when we have master quilter Lucy Brennan in the studio as part of our spectacular Easter event. Lucy is bringing a floral fiesta to the Sewing Quarter when she teaches us how to create Pam Lintot's Flower Power quilt. At 11 a.m. we'll learn how Lucy creates stunning triangular petal shapes to produce a bouquet of spring flowers all framed in contrasting floral fabrics for an eye-catching finish. We've got 3 gorgeous colourways to choose from, ranging from oranges to blues, purples and greens, so tune in to catch Lucy's expertise on how to make this blossoming quilt yourself. Make sure you don't miss Lucy on Saturday the 31st of March at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. We have some amazing news and we just can't wait to share it with you. Sewing Quarter will no longer just be on in the morning for Freeview viewers. We are going to repeat our morning shows on Freeview 78 in the afternoon. We will still be bringing you 4 hours of unique and exciting sewing TV daily, but with the added benefit of repeating the full 4 hours from 12 p.m, ending at 4 in the afternoon. And as an exclusive special treat, we'll be kickstarting our longer Freeview airtime with an 8-hour spectacular show on Wednesday the 4th of April. That's right, we'll be live for a full 8 hours, bringing you the most fabulous day of sewing projects, tips and techniques. You won't want to miss out on this. So tune in on Wednesday the 4th of April for our flagship show, live from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. And remember, from the 5th of April onwards, Sewing Quarter will be repeating our standard 4-hour shows in the afternoon, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Something so sophisticated and elegant, and yet it's such a simple, it's not simple to make, obviously, because it's an advanced, but isn't that just something? You can see Helen Mirren, Judi Dench, the likes of that, wearing something exquisite like that, or you at home. We've got brand new fabrics and a brand new pattern, and CL is here to tell us all about it. Before we go over and see her, I want to show you the pattern, and I want to show you the fabrics. So I'll start with the pattern. It comes in 2 different size ranges. It comes in 6 to 14. So designer, look, it's a Vogue Mrs. Oh, hang on, it says petite. Oh, you can make it petite, I'm being told. God, I hadn't noticed the petite before. So it's regular sizing, but you can make it petite. Oh, that's something we have to talk about as well. Just about CL's here, isn't it? Anyway, that's the 6 to 14. And then we've also got it in 14 to 22. Still says petite. Now remember, petite is height. Petite is nothing to do. You can be a size 32 petite. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with the actual size of you. It's the height of it. It's 5'2". Petite is 5'2" and under in the shops. It's nothing to do with your actual size. It's how tall you are. So it's only because, let me just explain to you very quickly, when you go into places like Wallace or Marks and Spencer, something like that, and you've got the regular range, you've got the tall range, you've got the petite range. The petite range is if you buy a pair of regular jeans and you are petite, you can't just chop the bottom off because all the proportions of the hips and the waist and everything will all be out. And it's the same with the blouse. If you buy a regular blouse, it's made to fit a lady with a longer back. If you're petite, your nape to back measurement will be much shorter. So everything has to be, even though size-wise it's still the same, shortness-wise, height-wise, that's where it comes in. And it's usually 5'2" and under is a petite. Anyway, so that's your pattern, I've got these gorgeous crepes, really, really, really beautiful crepes. They're all brand new. I'm rushing only because I want to see CL and she's got so much to talk about. We're very, very excited about this. Look at these, look at this. This is the one that CL has already made the dress. Look at the width, first of all. Look at the width, look at the width, look at it. It's mauve, it's triple crepe. It's the heaviest weight crepe that we do. It is just gorgeous. Look at the way it drapes. Of all the crepes, it's the best one to work with. This weight is just the best one to work with. 150 centimetres, like I said, 60 inches wide, 100% polyester, £6.49 for half a metre. There's the finished dress made out of it there. So that's the mauve, or as where I come from, they say mauve. Yes, don't know why. It's that Northwestian, we're posher than we are, isn't it? Oh, it's mauve. Anyway, and we're going to have a bath. Yes. Oh, look at this. Now, this is the one that CL's going to be using to demonstrate with. This colour is exquisite. Just exquisite. The colour, it's beautiful. They're calling it jade, but it's got a little bit, it is definitely a true jade. Bit of petrol blue in there as well, but it's just gorgeous. That is really, the whole of this hour, really, apart from the presenter, me, not her, classy. She's the expert, I'm the presenter. Right, okay, now, these two, we're not meant to have these soon. No. We're not in, Hannah and I aren't in at the weekend. We're thinking these are supposed to be for the weekend. So you could get little Paul slagging us off at the weekend because we've taken these. Oh, well, never done it before. Like little Paul has, but it's fine. Look at that. Now, they're calling this maroon. I think I'd call it damson. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Look. Oh, love that color. All these colours are so rich and so expensive looking, aren't they? Really, really lovely weight. £6.49 for half a metre. And then last but not least in the crepe is this one. Now, what colour are they calling this one? Oh, Air Force. Now, isn't it funny? I always called this Air Force Blue. It's never, ever called Air Force Blue. Must be from a traditional supplier. Beautiful Air Force Blue, triple crepe. It's lovely, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Okay, now, I've got to be very, very quick. I've got to be very, very quick now. We've got linings. I've got linings to go with all of these. Now, I'm going to go through them very, very quickly. 100% polyester. All the other lines we had have been the same width. Let me just check that these are 150 wide as well. Oh, yes. So I'm not going to go through all the details. It's anti-static linings. We've got it in the mauve to go, well, brand spanking new, got it in the mauve. We have got it in the teal. Oh, jade. So they've called the linings the same colour as the main fabrics. There you go, £149 for half a metre, it's 60 inches wide, 100% polyester, anti-static. Then we've also got it in the, well, it is like a claret. It is like a claret. There's something 70s about maroon, isn't there? And that's why I'd say damson or claret. Anyway, the lining to go with that one, £149, because the dress is completely and utterly fully lined. Okay, and then last but not least, got the Air Force Blue. Oops, there you go. So they're my matching colours. Now, if you're stash building, if you need some lining, very quickly, I've got some other colours here for you as well. Goodness knows what they've called it. The thing is, you might buy the maroon dress and want to line it in the pinky colour, mightn't you? Because that might be quite nice. That one's called Cerise. That one's called Cerise again. Anti-static, 100% polyester. Brand spanking new. $149 for half a metre. That's a lovely colour, isn't it? I'm just showing you these for general dressmaking, lining, things that you might need them for. We've got the pale blue. This is brand new. It's just called pale blue, that one, pale blue. Then I've got now I've had navy blue before as well. So I've got navy blue as well. Very, very dark navy. You see, well, yes, you see, if you wanted to, look, you see, there's nothing to say that you have, there's no rules. The thing about these, if you use that one or the cerise, you're only going to get the odd glimpse of it, aren't you? Odd glimpse of it. Anyway, that's the navy blue. So that's all the new ones. Oh, no, I've had blue before. The black and white we've had before. They always sell out, so we always reorder it in again. There you go. Staple for your stash, £1.49 for half a metre. Anti-static, 100% polyester, 60 inches wide. And then the white one, and now I promise we'll go and do some sewing now. The white one, which is very white, which the camera will hate. There you go. I've just folded it up so it's not too much white on screen. $1.99 that one. With the others, I thought, anyway, don't know why that's $1.99. Right, I'm going over now to CCO. Right, hello, I'll get there. I'll just put her behind us.
Morning.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
And you. Do you know what? When you were on last time, we had so much fabulous feedback. Saying it was so good to see her. When's she back? What day she back? And then they just happened to announce it the other day that you were on today. And the Facebook went, what? Nobody told us CEO was on Friday. No, so no pressure.
No pressure.
No
build up at all.
Whatsoever.
Do it. Okay, so it's a pretty classic dress, isn't it?
I love it. I love it because it's it's an event, isn't it? You're going to wear that dress to. It's a wedding or a posh frock. That cape is attached, isn't it? But you're going to tell us how, if we don't want to attach the cape, we could just make it into a shift dress and everything.
Because I thought if you're going to go to all this effort, sometimes you might want to have something that you can separate. There's an easy way of doing that. But I'm going to show you how to attach the cape today because it's a little bit tricky.
Yes.
It's a bit mind-boggling. So if my mind boggles, just keep me on track.
I'll just keep you on track, and that's absolutely fine. So where do we start? So if we've bought this pattern, we're obviously not going to make. Just to tell you, we're not going to make the whole dress because obviously it would take too long. So it's just your tip. No, because it's a project that's going to take time, isn't it? Don't think you can rush this because you've spent about 30 hours on it, haven't you?
Not just on the dress, but it is one of those. It's a really lovely project. It's simple, but you want to enjoy handling this fabric and doing it really nicely. So first thing I'd suggest just toiling this.
So if you bought your because you could use your calico for this, couldn't you?
Just to get the fit right, because crepe is beautiful, doesn't like you unpicking it.
No.
Or over pressing it. So you want to really get the fit right.
So would you make the whole frock in calico, including the cape and everything? Not lining, you wouldn't line it, would you? Just make the whole frock.
Yeah.
You don't need to hem it or anything like that.
No facings.
To get the fit for you, really, isn't it?
And the one thing, we could talk about fit for hours, but the one thing I'd say about the fit is look at the finished garment measures.
Right.
Yeah.
And where are they? Where would you find
They're printed onto the paper tissue. Yeah. So I like to think about it as 2 steps. I use my body measurements for step 1. And they are on the top of this little envelope. Yeah. And then I compare that to my finished garment measures. Yes. So our lovely lady is sort of between a 12 and a 14.
Say this again, sorry. I didn't hear.
Between a 12 and a 14.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Yes,
so I've cut halfway between, and then I had a little kind of, because I didn't want to make a 12, I had a little pin fitting. Okay. Which is just...
So what we're saying is, if you make it out of calico, you can put it on. It's best to have a friend come and help you, really, isn't it? Because you can't really pin. But what you can do is you can reshape any of the seams that you want to reshape. And you can see, because this cape, might be the perfect length for that mannequin, but for you, you might be thinking, oh, I need it a bit lower, or I need it a bit higher, or something. So make it out of the calico. You can draw on it, you can do anything you want, so you can work out where everything's going to go. So then you know, then you transfer the markings from your calico toile to your pattern. So you've then got the pattern then. You've got the fixed pattern then, haven't you? And it's just, I'll just start bringing it into shot a little bit here, because you've got darts here that you might slightly want to move. You've got dart here that you might want to move. You might want that a little bit lower. Do you know what I mean? There's also, when you make it as the calico, you can work all that out. And as CL said, crepe doesn't like to be unpicked. So you don't want to be thinking, making it in the crepe and then go, oh, this is a bit baggy around here, this doesn't work. Do it in your calico first. Right.
Okay, so...
oh, well, let me move it so it's in shot. You keep...
First thing I wanted to talk about is...
Right.
There are lots of pieces in this dress that are on the fold. So there isn't a centre back seam. So it's really important that people look at the layout.
Yeah, okay.
Because you have to do a little bit of kind of strange folding.
Right.
Otherwise you might not have enough cloth.
Right.
So if you want to grab me some of that lovely blue.
Oh, gosh, yes, she said she's going to do this. What colour would you like?
The blue.
The Air Force blue?
The Air Force blue. Okay. And I'm taking that with me, by the way.
Oh, okay. It's a gorgeous colour, isn't it?
This is my colour.
Oh, okay.
So when we work with a crepe, is this machine washable?
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yes.
So,
but on a cool washer.
Chuck it in the machine and just make sure that you dry it flat. So you don't want to distort it.
Yeah, don't tumble it. Do not tumble it. Shirley says, good morning, John. How fabulous to see you with the lovely Claire-Louise again. So looking forward to the demo. What's love, Shirley? And so many people commented on as well about, oh, you can call me anything, but don't call me Claire. They really picked up on that last time you were in.
I hope my mum didn't see it.
Oh, don't. No.
So what we need to do with this cloth is bring the selvages into the middle.
Reach.
Yeah, I'm a little bit petite.
Yes. Oh, a little bit petite.
Yeah.
How tall are you then?
5'2".
Oh, so you are petite. So this is perfect for you then.
I'm not actually petite in my nape to waist.
Oh, you see, this is why it's good to make a toile. You see,
yeah, I'm petite in my armpit and in my rise. Weirdly.
Yeah.
So
we're all different, aren't we?
I know, things that you learn when you make clothes for yourself.
Yes.
So, can you see then we've got a fold here and a fold there?
Yes.
If we were to fold it along its length...
Which is what we normally do with cottons and things like that.
Then we would end up needing more fabric because we need quite a lot of folds.
Yes, and also because this is 60-inch wide, we've got... It's good to use the width, because otherwise if you fold that in half and then put your pattern PC, you've got all of that wastage on the side there. Whereas this way, you've got two folds, so you can fit one pattern piece on the fold here, one pattern piece on the fold here, and there's very little wastage down the middle.
So a little trick sometimes is I actually put, when my fabric is like this, I press a crease in the middle.
Okay.
And then that crease tells me where to line up my selvage. So let's imagine I've just put a crease there.
Yeah.
I can use this and just line up my selvage, just to make sure it's on grain. Now remember, crepe has got a little bit of stretch in it.
Yes.
So you don't want to pull this too much as you're kind of laying it out. And then to be really sure that it's exact, take a tape measure and just measure that the selvage is the same distance, it's parallel with the fold.
Yes, because you can't automatically, with cottons, it's quite easy to get that fold in, but with crepe, because it's going to be moving, because it's fluid, it might not necessarily,
And then the other thing that I like to do is I mark the whole of my wrong side with chalk.
Okay.
So that, because it's very hard to see the right and the wrong side on
You can hardly see it there, and we know which is the wrong side and the right side there, but it's very difficult to see anyway, isn't it? Yeah.
And I don't want to.
So you just put great big stripes of chalk all over it. If you don't want to do that, what some people do is put a safety pin in, but what you don't want is you don't want to put a big fat safety pin through crepe, because it will, not just this one, all crepes do have a tendency to pull. So if you put a safety pin through it, there's a chance that you might, and it'd be awful if you've cut out a lovely panel in the front here and then suddenly you've got a pull in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a nice fabric. So this is just going over here.
Okay, then that's fine. We'll send you a bill.
We'll set that one. I love this. I'm going to have to work out what I can make in that colour.
Gorgeous, right, okay.
Okay, so step number 1. So we've made our toile.
Yes.
And we've fitted it. And I've stitched up my bodice and my bodice lining.
Okay, so
Yeah?
so what? Just talk us through what's where on this. Or
Okay.
what's what on this bodice?
All right, so I'm going to fold it in half,
Yeah.
and then you can see this is the front section. So we've got these darts, and a little tip for these darts.
Yeah.
Use a ham or a seam roll to press it, because we want to create a nice curve. We
Right.
don't want any bumpy bits.
You went very Welsh then.
Did I?
Yes.
It's you talking about mauve, or how did you say?
Yeah, mauve. Yeah, looks like
Mauve.
mauve. Yes. So this is the jade. Just so you know, this is the jade one here. Right. So
Yeah.
so rather than pressing it, you'd roll it.
No, I press it,
Right.
but can you grab that seam roll behind you? So I like to use ham.
Yes.
You told me to be bossy.
No, I like it. I like it.
So when I'm pressing, if I use the curved end,
Got it.
I get to shrink out some
Yes.
of this excess.
Excellent, yeah.
So I'd also, with a fabric that marks, sometimes crepe can mark, the seam roll is quite useful to not get an imprint of your seam allowance on the outside.
Yes.
So I quite like a ham or a seam roll.
Okay.
So if a tailor's ham is called a ham, one of my assistants has decided this should be called a sausage.
No, that's what we call it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, when we first had it, I did a show with Janis and we did Fight of the Sausages. We had one each.
Okay, so that's the front, and you can see...
Vegetarian, though. It has to be a vegetarian sausage for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, it's a veg. Are you veggie?
Yeah.
Ooh. So I've done exactly the same thing with my lining.
Right, okay.
So I've made two kind of shells. So
Yeah.
I'm going to call this the outer shell, and this is my lining
Okay.
shell. And then same thing on the back,
Yeah.
except this has just got two darts. So the great thing about having 4 darts at the front, if you're busty, you don't end up with kind of pointy rocket.
Yes.
Yeah. Just where you don't want it.
No, exactly.
So it
exactly.
splits the kind of shaping.
And this again, sorry to keep interrupting, but this is again why it's good to make your toile, because so you can see if it's going to fit beautifully on your bust, or whether it's going to be, you know, to me.
One thing that's kind of important, sorry,
Yes.
we won't talk too much about fit because...
No. This is the trouble, you see, when we get together, we could just now spend 8 hours
Yeah.
going through this pattern, couldn't we? I'll let you get on. Go on.
So what's important as we get older, us lovely women, or sometimes it was when you're younger, your boobs might get a bit lower.
Yes.
And they might get a little fuller. So you take a tape measure and you measure, it's called your side neck point, to your bust apex.
Okay, so you go from your side collar to, we call this point to point, don't we?
Yeah.
So you go from your side apex to your nipple point, basically.
nip to
I
nip.
always go, yeah, all right. I always do centre back to nipple point. But.
Well, that's more for pattern drafting.
yeah.
So for a home...
Oh, I see, if you're making it, I see what you're
For a
doing,
home
yes.
sewer, that would be kind of
Difficult,
difficult for them to
yeah.
understand. So
Yeah.
side neck point is just here.
Right.
And this is a balance point on a garment, which
Right.
means we don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
And then you measure down to, and on the pattern, there's a little printed circle with a cross.
Oh, it's got a printed nipple on it. Oh, my goodness.
No. And that's your apex. So you may want to
Yes.
lower that or raise it.
Yes.
And you want to also make sure that your darts are a good kind of inch away from the apex.
Also, I know we're not talking about fitting, but when you do try the calico one on, wear the bra that you're going to wear.
Yeah.
This is with so many brides that you fit them and they come to the fitting and you go, is that the bra you're wearing for the wedding dress? It's like, no. How are you going to fit
Exactly.
a wedding dress if you're wearing the saggy old grey bra and on the day you're going to be wearing a perky uplift one?
Or a strapless.
Yes.
So we're going to just open this out.
Yes.
Now, I've gone a little bit off-piste
Okay.
from the instructions because I didn't like the way they did this.
Okay.
So I've done this in a slightly different way, but it's quite an efficient
That's what you're here for,
way.
so yeah.
So what I've done is stitched my front and my back together at the shoulders
Yeah.
on both the outside and the lining. And then I have stitched around the armhole.
Right.
And I've stitched around the armhole here.
Right.
So if you wanted to make this a shift, at this stage, we could also stitch this neckline.
Just the neckline, yes.
There's a little trick for that. I'm not going to show you that, but
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
a little trick
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that. And that would make that detachable.
Yes.
Okay. And then I've also gone in and understitched.
Just
So
coming
I've
in there.
understitched
There you
all the way around my armhole.
Yeah.
And I've done it in a dark colour so you can see it. And
Yeah.
I've understitched all around the armhole here.
Brilliant.
And have you noticed I've trimmed it really close
I was
to
going
the
to say,
stitching?
yes, yeah.
Yeah? So I've done that because I find clipping really boring. And also this is a lot more accurate. It's more like what they do in factories.
Yes, exactly. And also the crepe is going to give...
Yeah.
A crepe doesn't need to be snipped as much as a heavy cotton or anything like that.
I do it with cotton. I do it with everything.
Oh, do you? Okay. Do you ever use pinking shears?
No. They get blunt too quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say that. Ours don't.
Well, they do when I use them.
Yes.
Not yours. I've not tried yours.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just slide my hand all the way through.
Right.
Grab the other end. And I'm bagging this out now. Hopefully I've done this right, John.
Yes.
Yeah? And then, when I pull this all the way through, so I have to have my side seams open
Yes.
to do this technique.
But it gives you such neat.
It's nice,
And
isn't
it's
it?
really important that, because that's the sign of if it's a homemade rather than couture, isn't it? Because if this seam here isn't neat, people see it straight away. So that creates the most beautiful armhole curve, doesn't it?
It's
And
lovely. And then you can see around the front. So you don't want to overpress this.
No.
And I press this with a Teflon press cloth
Yes.
from the wrong side.
Yeah.
Because I want it to have a little bit of roundness at the edge.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll show you how we stitch the side seams a little bit later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go slightly off track.
Okay.
Okay. And there was something about the instructions that I found puzzling.
Okay.
So I've come up with a hardy version.
Okay.
So I'm going to pin the lining around the neck. So this is like pin basting. And guys, I'm doing this for speed.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'd usually properly baste this with a needle and thread.
Yes.
And
Tack, as we called it in the old days.
but also, I probably wouldn't be horizontally pinning because I don't want to snag this crepe.
Well, like we were saying earlier, it's a good quality polyester crepe, but crepe as a beast has a tendency to snag it, especially if your pins, like these pins are used over and over and over and over again. If you've got brand spanking new pins out of the packet, you should be fine. But these have been on the floor, they've been through toys, they've been through paper, they've been through all sorts of things.
No, these are mine. They haven't been through.
Oh, they're yours, aren't they?
Yeah, because I like new pins.
There you go. There you go. That just looks like one of ours because we sell this as well.
I know.
You see. I'll shut up.
I personally would probably use a bridle or a lace pin. You've got those.
Yes.
Or the
very,
red,
very fine.
the really, really, really super fine red ones. Okay, so
I've just got a quick question from Ruth. Great show. Could you explain the best way to cut the fabric from the toile after I've fitted the toile?
Oh. Do you want a hardy budget and scalper?
A button?
This is my expression for doing it kind of.
Okay, you say
budget.
what you're going to say and then I'll disagree.
With my toiles,
Yes.
I draw all over it.
Yes.
I pin it in where I need it to fit.
Yeah.
And then I will cut along all of those lines. Cut the whole thing out, get rid of the seam allowance,
Yep.
lay it back onto fresh paper, true everything up, make the lines meet, recurve them, all that kind of stuff, add the seam allowance, and I've got my new pattern.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree at all.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I fit the toile. I use a felt pen on my
Okay,
toile.
yeah.
When I used to do costumes and things, I'd use a felt pen. So I'd draw on it. I'd pin the seams and like that. Then I'd mark all the new. So if I've pinned something in down here, the seam, I would then mark the new seam with the felt pen.
Yeah.
I'd then take all the pins out, do what you've done, cut it all out fresh. So you've got rid of all the seam allowances, all the seams, everything. I don't add seam allowance to my patterns. So my patterns are always without seam allowance. But you've then got an exact, then I trace it onto paper.
Yeah.
Or if you haven't got tracing paper, go back to your original pattern, place it on your original pattern and mark it up. Or if you're going to make lots of them, say you're going to make that dress in several colours, or the underneath dress, I'd cut them out in cardboard.
Yeah.
Because then you've then got that pattern forever.
But little trick for home sewers.
Oh, yes, go.
If I've got a couple of patterns that I teach with and I use them all the time, and
Yes.
I've ironed the tissue onto interfacing. So because I can pin through the interfacing, it's like fabric, but I've had one skirt pattern for 5 years now. And the tissue would have...
That's like what's those EPP we do that are made of interfacing? Ashwood, yeah, Ashmead. Anyway,
All right.
Sorry, Hannah, did you ask me something? Oh, no, she's loving the show. That's our producer going, I'm loving this show. Yeah, we have got to get on, though, because it's only 26 minutes past.
So, I should really baste this.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm just going to leave it with pins. So, guys, this is not great technique, okay? So I'm going to set that to one side.
When you come next time, we need to do this, your dressmaking, as a 2-hour, like one project in 2 hours to cover, so we can do this and we can do this and everything. One thing I've got to point out, lots of people saying, oh, the pattern says petite. The pattern itself is not petite, but you've got the way, and we won't go through it today, but you've got a way of making it petite from the pattern. So don't be watching it going, well, I'm not petite, I'm not petite. It goes up to a size 22. Petite is nothing to do with the size, it's to do with your height.
Yeah.
Well, you see, you're not, but as you say, your top isn't, but your top isn't petite, is it? If you've got a long back.
My legs are though.
Yeah. So we'll do. So it's basically, if you're advanced to this, you'll notice, but you can adapt the pattern. It's not a petite pattern, it's one you can adapt. Right.
Let's show them in show 2, because I can show a piece of pattern paper.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah?
We'll show you about the petite in show 2. Right.
Okay, so I have made up the cape.
Right.
And I've made a few little additions to the cape.
Right. So I just move this across.
Yeah. So let me just lay this with the front. Now, when you look at the cape, you can kind of see through it, can't you?
Yes.
And I don't want to see lining.
Can I just explain? In the pattern, it takes the lining goes right the way to this edge. There's no facing on it. So you see the lining here, that goes right to the edge here. So what CL's saying is if you were just wearing that resting, all of this, because your arm would be there, but all of this would be lining. And to make it look more chic-y and more glamorous and more sophisticated, you've just put a facing of the crepe on there. Not only for looking wise, but for weight wise as well.
Yeah, it gives it a really nice weight at the hem, and you can put a little bit of interfacing on the edge around the facing, and that will balance it and stop it stretching.
Okay, so in the original pattern, the pattern for the cape is there, but then it'll also say cut the same thing out in lining, won't it?
Let's have a look at the pattern. So here is the pattern that I used, and you can kind of see my pin marks.
Right.
So all I did was mark where I think this facing should be on the original pattern.
So this is the shoulder seam here, isn't it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's the neck, and
shoulder.
this is the shoulder.
And so this is the hem of the cape.
Yeah.
So normally that would be just bagged out, crepe on one side, lining on the side. All CL's doing here is drawing on the facing, like you would do on the neck or on an armhole or anything like that, just drawing on what you think the facing should be.
Yeah, and just think about, I'd normally get my other pattern here and make sure that these are the same length and make that a nice smooth curved line with your French curve.
I said the question, why didn't you just make the whole cape out of crepe earlier? Didn't I? It's nice and heavy, but...
You kind of need that slippiness over the shoulder, otherwise the whole thing might kind of stick to itself, and then you can end up with button-ups.
Especially if you're dancing on the dance floor. Right, before you carry on with the cape, I've just got to go and do fabric scan, and then I'll be back. I'll do it as quickly as I can, so I'll be back. Right. Oops. Right, so what have I got here? I have got... Okay, I've got crepes and matching linings. Here we go. So I'll start off with the mauve, or the mauve, as we call it. So, this is so gorgeous. It's the mauve, brand new today, premiere, mauve, triple crepe fabric. It's 60 inches wide, 150 centimetres wide, £6.49 for half a metre, remember, that's the mauve. Now, if you want to work out your yardaging, you go to the website, see the pattern. It's with 3 pictures. One of the pattern is the back. One of the pictures is the back of the pattern. You can zoom in on that, and you can see all the yardaging and sizing and everything like that. So that's the mauve triple crepe, and then this is the mauve lining to go with. Same width, so you just need to buy the same amount. You just need to buy the same amount there. £149 for half a metre. Okay. Next one is the one that CL's using, which. This is beautiful. The jade. They're all for sort of different skin tones, aren't they, really? This is just beautiful. So you've got the jade triple crepe, £6.49 for half a metre. Again, 60 inches wide. Lovely weight to it. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll just show you. Gorgeous drapey. Look at that. If you're doing a cowl neckline, beautiful, heavy cowl neckline. Gorgeous. Okay, and the lining to go with that. I better fold it up. Otherwise I'll get told off. That's the crepe, and then the lining. There we go. There's the blue line, the jade lining, not the blue line, the jade lining. £149. Then we're moving on to now they called it maroon. Claret or Oh, port. Oh, Hannah's just going through all the red drinks now. Damson. I'd call it damson because there's a definite red tone in there as well. Oh, hang on. That's the maroon lining you got in there. I'll put the lining in. There's the lining, 149. Yep. And then we've got the maroon triple crepe there. Again, beautiful, beautiful weight. So they're all of this gorgeous, they're all the same weight, but obviously as they come off, you know what I mean, they're going to feel the same, just in different colours, right? And then last but not least, you put in lining or crepe in first. This is the Air Force Blue. Now, the maroon and the Air Force Blue aren't even supposed to be ours today, so take advantage if you want those. $6.49 for half a metre. We like to be honest here. We stole these. And then there's the lining to go with. There it comes, $1.49. I've got the other colours. Just look underneath me on the web for all the other colours, the black and the white and the cerise and the other colours that are available there. Right, back.
Okay, so I did a little bit of stitching.
That hurt, yes.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
I just put a
Basting
machine
stitch, right.
tack, yeah. So that's the inside. Yeah.
So hang on. So from that pattern piece,
Yeah.
did you create a new pattern piece for the
Two
facing?
new pattern pieces. So I created the bottom half.
Yes.
With seam
Oh,
allowance
'cause you have
above.
to, yes. Now don't forget
Yeah.
that. Don't forget that when you cut a pattern in half like that, you need to add seam allowance
Yeah.
to both the pieces. Just remember that.
And
So that's
then-
the joy of not having seam allowance on
I
anything, 'cause I
know.
just add it as I go along.
But for our lovely viewers,
Yes.
it's not the same as us in theatre
No,
land.
those old hacks.
And then I created another pattern piece
Yes.
for this section, and I put seam allowance below.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to turn this inside out.
So did you
side
you stitch to make the one piece so did you stitch the facing to the lining to create the same shape and then bag it all the way through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've bagged out the entire hem.
Yeah.
And just be really careful not to overstretch this. And that's why having a bit of interfacing inside helps. And then
So you just put a little strip of very soft interfacing
like
around the
your former band, or I just cut up some of the soft vinyl.
interfacing, yeah.
And then, because I want to create this lovely rolled hem, I have understitched.
Right.
And then you want to trim that down, and when you press it around, what will happen is the lining will creep up. And in commercial production, they have different pattern sizes to allow for that.
Okay.
But what I did is I just let it creep up. I popped this whole thing on the mannequin.
Yeah.
And then kind of made sure I had enough ease
Yes.
in the lining. What I don't want is for this to drop down, or for this to be too tight.
It's like when you line a
balance.
coat,
Yeah.
you have to let it drop, because if your lining is too tight, then your proper fabric's going to pull like that. But if your lining's too long, then it's going to and there's nothing worse than seeing your lining hang below the hem.
Now, little tip.
Oh yes.
I would suggest that you kind of pin baste this and then let it hang for a couple of days, because it is going to kind of move and grow. Some of these edges are on the bias.
But this kind of dress anyway, jumping ahead to the hem, even once you finish it, the hem's going to be your last thing.
Yeah.
I would leave it on a mannequin.
Exactly.
At
48
least
hours.
overnight, but a couple of days, just so that the fabric itself can just ease down. Sometimes I'd even put it in a bathroom, in a steamy room. Not like a steam room. Don't go in a sauna with it or anything. But if you have it in the corner of your bathroom, just so that the air is slightly warm and damp, and it just gives it that extra bit of, because it's going to drop. It will drop.
It will drop. And with the pencil skirt, what I normally do, even though it's a straight line and people think you can just, I would normally cut it where I think it's straight, and I've got a hem leveler, and then leave it 24 hours, then re-level it, cut it again, and then leave it another 24 to 48, and then I would hem it. And actually, sometimes with a circular skirt, we might leave it.
Yes.
Do that 2 or 3 times.
I just remember when I did Seven Brides, Seven Brothers, the director wanted all of the dresses to be the same hem from the floor.
No.
So I had to get the whole chorus line of 7 brides, and they all stood in every one of their dresses, and each time I had to, and measured from the floor upwards, that one, because he wanted when they were dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked fantastic, but when he just said it in the night before we opened, it was like, Oh, okay. So we had all these hems to do like that. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit of a mind
Yes.
teaser, because normally we're always sewing right sides together.
Yes.
But this time I'm going to be sewing the wrong side of my cape in here.
To the right side
Yeah.
of the...
So I'm just going to think about this, guys, for a minute.
That's the back, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the back. So sometimes when I'm trying to work out what bit needs to be stitched, and this kind of ends up in here. So I know this edge is going to be stitched to that edge.
Yes. It is a strange...
Yeah.
Because it goes against everything we've been taught, because you'd think you'd do it right sides together and flick it round.
Yeah, and and again, this is slightly different than the instructions, because they defeated me.
Right.
So
But if in doubt, put it on your stand,
Yeah.
how you're going to be wearing it, and then you'll see where you've got to stitch it together.
So we know that this edge is going to join to this
Yes.
edge, but how are we going to kind of
Yes.
do that? We're going to end up with our seam inside. So that's why I like to line everything up.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop a pin there so I can... And another little tip, I would suggest building a lot of the dress before you attach the cape.
Oh, yes. Now, because the pattern says attach the cape and then put your zip in, right?
And then attach the skirt.
And yes, so no.
And I did do that, and yeah, it was all kinds of awkward having
Yes.
all of this flapping around, and then so can you see I'm using parallel pins
Yes.
this time because I don't want to mark the outside of my dress.
No, and this is the neckline. This is the bit
Yeah.
everybody's going to see.
And it feels a bit odd doing this, but I'm kind of working my way around.
Yeah.
It feels so counterintuitive, but fingers crossed.
Look to you, counterintuitive.
I know, I might be from Wales, but I can use big words.
Yeah, big words. Hannah uses big words all the time. They're always the wrong ones, but she uses them. I need to tell you, we haven't read all the messages. You are getting so many messages of love
thank you, guys.
support and things like that. People loving the show. It's just that we're too busy concentrating on watching.
I know.
And Hannah's enjoying the show more than the people at home, I think. She hasn't said anything or done anything. She's going, oh, that's interesting. Oh,
I'm
I
trying
didn't
not to do my concentrating face because I'm like, please let me have got this right.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of working my way all the way around. And there are notches to match.
Yes.
And you match up the seams and everything. So before I commit to sewing this, again, parallel pinning allows you to have a quick look at the seam. So let's see if this is going to work.
Don't worry that it looks excuse me.
Yeah, because
that
it's
it looks
got pins
clumpy at
in,
this point
yeah.
as well, because you can look at that and go, oh, I don't want a neckline looking like that. Obviously, it's
No.
not going to finish up looking like that, but everything's all
Everything's going to
encased
tuck
then, isn't it?
in,
Yeah.
and it's all done by machine. So on this one, I did the lining, I slip stitched it in here,
Right.
and that didn't make me happy.
Okay. And life's all about being happy, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, if only. Anyway, I'm not talking about dressmaking now. Moving on to something else. Anyway, so
Yeah.
you machined the line that you've just pinned.
Yeah, I'm going to machine.
You machine it.
Okay, and then I'm going to work out the best way to get this on the machine.
Yes.
So I'm just going to pull this through. So this is why I'd recommend like doing this kind of almost.
Yes, can you, if you
Kind of
imagine
last.
having your skirt and
There we go.
the weight of, because at the moment our side seams aren't even stitched, are they?
No.
The side seams are still open and everything. So you've
So-
literally got your front and your back held together at the shoulder seams, and then this is your neckline here.
So this is the way to do it, guys. Have
Yeah.
your cape inside out, have your bodice inside out, slide it on, and we're going to machine around that.
And you're going to look at it thinking, this is wrong, this is
Yeah.
wrong, this is wrong, because my cape's going to come out the wrong way round.
And I think for the next time I make this, I would probably put a bit of, make another facing here.
around the neck.
Just a little bit there, and that would give you that same colour
Yes,
fabric.
because here your
It's-
lining is
it's
right up,
to the
right
edge.
up to the edge there. So if you did a facing, at least if it did roll or anything, you're just going to see the... and also it'd give you that weight to sit around your neck, wouldn't it?
Okay, so I'm going to use the free arm because it's a little circle and get the sausage out of the way.
Okay, now, if Hannah's machine hasn't got a free arm, Hana upstairs.
Okay.
So she would just do it the other way.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it, but you just do it the other way around.
If you've got a flatbed machine, you just have to kind of work
Yes.
within the circle,
Yeah.
and I'm working around the outside of the circle. So bit of speed sewing. I think I'm always going to be speed sewing, aren't I, when I'm here?
That's part of the. Have you not read your contract?
It doesn't say speed sewing.
Oh, does it not?
No.
Oh. Does it say standing up? Does it say you've got to have me whittering in your ear while you're
You're
trying
not
to
wittering.
concentrate?
You're keeping me on track, John. So, but I prefer standing up when I work. I find it better for your back, and so yeah. And I do normally speed sew, so I wouldn't normally do this quite this quickly.
No.
I'm being a
Well,
bit.
so normally somebody's paying you to do it, aren't they? So you're not going to be wearing it. Someone else in our trade,
yeah.
so, you know.
So I'm using a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance.
Right.
Hopefully I'm following it, but the machine's quite a long way away, isn't it?
It's what?
It's quite a long way away.
Do you want it nearer?
No, it's all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can bring it nearer.
No.
It's because you've got petite arms.
I wish I was petite all over. It's just my height. So, whizzing round.
Sorry, I know we're in a posh dressmaker. I've just seen your legs. Are they pro skins, or whatever they're called?
They are running leggings because
Okay.
I'm so busy at the moment that I'm not doing any exercise. But I figured if I wore exercise clothes, it's almost like doing some exercise.
Well, no, I was watching this thing on another shopping channel the other day, and they had something called pro skins, which people wear, and they can make you lose weight while you're wearing them.
Ooh, you have to give me the link. Okay,
Anyway.
so that is done.
Right.
And then we also want to understitch the neckline.
Yes.
So again, I will need to think about this.
Yeah, but this is what it's all about. Don't just think, oh, yes, I'll stitch that. Double, because once you've stitched it, that's it. You can unpick it, but you don't want to be unpicking crepe. So think about exactly, again, if you need to, put it back on the stand and you can actually see where the understitching needs to go.
So this is making me feel a bit like, oh, I've made a big mistake.
Yes. But you haven't, because once you pull that through...
Yeah. So I can see this is the right, so I can see which bit now I need to understitch. Now, have you noticed I haven't clipped or trimmed yet?
Well, because you don't like that.
No, but I always do my understitching and then I trim. If I trim first, like a 0.5 mil seam allowance,
you'll miss it.
It will go wobbly. So this is just a little trick that I stole.
So you know that you need to understitch on the lining under there. Understitching obviously being, I'll bring my finger around so you can see. So what's going to happen is that will stop the lining rolling back out of your neck sort of thing. So you're just literally stitching that to your seam allowance, which is why you've just got to think about which bit you're stitching.
So also the other weird thing is you end up with the seam on the right side of the garment, but it doesn't matter because it's attached.
Yes,
you're not going to be able to whip this off. So I'm going to just pop a pin holding my lining and my seam allowance together so that I can get this in the machine the right way around. Because once I hop on the machine, it's quite easy to get confused.
Yes.
So understitching needs to be about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch away. So there are lots of different tools.
Yeah, and you are catching the seam allowance underneath. That's the whole point. You're stitching the lining to the seam allowance that's underneath it.
So I haven't pressed this beforehand.
No.
If you're... Why?
Would you have done in real life?
No.
No? Oh, no.
Partly because you can overpress, but if you're not comfortable doing this, I've done this quite a lot, then I'd suggest lightly pressing it, but only on the lining side.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my hands and hold the seam at tension, and I'm using my fingers to feel that I've still got seam allowance underneath. And then I like to focus, you can use all kinds of gadgets or an edge stitch foot.
Yeah.
I like to focus on one part of the foot. So there's like
we'll just say that again. Can we say, I don't know if we can say that. Oh, just.
Yeah. So there's actually a teeny line on this foot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let my eyes go soft.
Can we just see that from this side? Is that possible? Hang on, we'll just... Hang on, we're just... Sorry to make you stand there like this. Okay, just move that hand out the way.
All right.
Can you just see? Point from this.
There's a little line in the foot.
Right.
Or I'm looking at the lining hitting that hole.
Okay.
So whatever works for you, there's all different tricks.
Yeah.
In industry, especially in costume, time is money. We haven't got time to use a lot of knickknacks.
Yeah.
And they also eat into your budget. So.
But also, something I need to point out is a lot of people go, oh, they're only costumes. You can, you know what I mean? Oh, it's only a costume. First of all, if you're making it for TV or film, you're going to see a neckline like this. If it's on a film, imagine if they did a close-up of somebody going, oh, no, like that, like hold the, right? There's me acting, like that, right? And you see the neckline, you see dirty, great big stitch, whatever. But also, at the theatre, has to be worn every single day of the week, sometimes twice a day. And they dance in it, they sing in it, they sweat in it, they run in it, they do all sorts of things in it. Quick change in it, on and off and everything. So people go, oh.
Yeah, it's one of my personal bugbears when people go, oh, you just chuck it together.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can just machine hem that, you know.
But I mean, you know, things like I worked for the Welsh National Opera, and the rep cycle was 8 years.
Yes.
So when I trained, we were taught to make everything really quickly because we did a rep of 4 days. So nothing had to last very long. And then my first day, I was trying to impress, and I made this whole petticoat in like, I don't know, maybe 4 hours. And then the workroom supervisor came over and was like, speed's not always important.
No.
Made me unpick it all and said that won't last more than about 4 days.
Yeah.
And I had to learn how to make everything to last 8 years.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like if you go to see the Nutcracker ballet at Birmingham, it's been the same costumes for the last 30 years. They just revamp them over and over again. And they've got to look as though they're fresh every year.
Yeah.
My other story like that is when I was at Wimbledon School of Art, we only ever made one costume. We only ever made one costume every 3 weeks. So we had 3 weeks to make one costume. So I get to Theatre Clwyd, my first job, and the whole of the Volpone, I was the pattern cutter, they put all of the designs out for Volpone, and I went, which one am I making? And they were like, you're making all of them. I was like, oh, okay.
But I think that's where my expression bodget and scarper comes from, because sometimes you do have to bodget and scarper and then maybe come back and fix it. So I've been in this situation...
Not with a crepe dress, a gorgeous Badgeley Mishka crepe dress, though.
But I've been in a situation where I had to get someone on stage and you do a bodge.
Oh, no, if it goes, like if something goes when they're live on stage, then there's nothing you can do but bodge it.
Or for an advert, if you know it's all fake. Yeah. So we've done our understitching.
Right.
Oh, this is making me anxious.
Why?
Because I'm worried I've done it wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm not going to do all the trimming, so it's still going to look a bit lumpy. And then I like to, obviously not want to cut that. You can use, I think you guys have got them, the like build.
The duck bill scissors, on the website.
I just use my hand. I can feel where that is. And if I stitch close, she says, hopefully, I'm not cutting.
Make sure this is why you never let anybody use your scissors either, because, you know.
And this is why I brought my own little snips, sorry, because I keep these for trimming.
No, because we want you to be comfortable in what you're using. And also, I was saying the other day about my cut, I would never, ever, ever let anyone use my cutting shears. And I know it's like, they might cut paper or they might cut string, but if somebody else, your scissors mould to your way of cutting, don't they? And it's the weirdest thing.
Anyway. They don't feel right, do they, after someone else has used them? Okay, so... Obviously, it's still a little bit lumpy.
Yes, of course.
Because I haven't trimmed all of that and it won't sit flat. But essentially, that's our cape neckline on. And I'd give this a really nice press from the inside with some steam and probably with my sausage.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want me to show you how we now join the seams?
Yes, because we've got about 2 minutes with you. 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we'll put a zip in and everything. So
and have a minute left to chat at the end,
The zip normally goes on the left-hand side, and
You keep talking.
I put a lap zip in, but I would have preferred to have done an invisible zip.
Yes, when you're on the zip, we sent a
normal Don't judge me, guys. Don't do a close-up on that.
Move, it's gone. That
was a bit of speed sewing. Yes. So I am going to take my side seam, so I'll pull it out of the cape. And again, this is a ready-to-wear trick. And I'm going to take... So if anyone's got my book, the shell top is done like this.
Oh, with your book's in the next hour, though, isn't it? So with your next hour, not Janice's next hour.
So if I take these pieces...
Right, so what is that? That's the front side seam, that's the back side seam, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all in a kind of...
Pardon? Are you swearing in Welsh?
No, I'm thinking. This is my thinking thoughts. So I want to join the front to the back, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah. I wasn't questioning you, I was just
No, I
saying to the
suddenly-
viewers at home. Oh, I've done it wrong, He's
I
just
suddenly
pointed at it.
thought, oh, okay, so this is where it's really important to put
Yes.
your notches in.
Yeah.
Can you see, I cut little snips, especially in a crepe.
Yeah.
And I know that I've got this right, if I trusted myself, because the
Yes.
notches match. So I want to line up the junction of my armhole and really get that secured. And then match my notches. So I'm just going to do a super bit of speed sewing. So
You are,
can
because you've
see
got less
this.
than a minute now.
Oh, no pressure. Okay, so I'm not even going to pin the lining. So
Okay.
this isn't...
So basically, you're going to sew along the lining and
Yeah.
all the way up the side of the crepe dress, all in one.
Yeah. So if I want to alter this dress in the future, it's really easy to get in and do this.
yeah.
So
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like sewing bee, only on the other side.
Yes. Oh, you're right.
Boom, boom. Sorry, that's gone the wrong way. And I kind of just sort of pivot when I get to the armhole junction.
Yeah.
And I know I'm sewing over pins, but that's...
Say this again.
I'm sewing over my pins. Not
Yes,
great
all
practice.
the things we say no to. Mind you, for years, I said no to pins for years.
Yeah, but it's
Right, we
speedy.
just show you this quickly, and then I'll do the fabrics, yeah.
Okay.
Right, so you've sewn down the side seam of the lining, pivoted, and then sewn along the side seam of the garment itself.
Yeah.
And then you just whip it through, because there's a zip on the other side going on the other side,
Yes.
remember?
So then when we turn this through, so my cape's attached, and all I need to do is to give that side seam a press.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Hi, Ciel and John. Fascinating watching the alternative ways of sewing this dress. Shows nothing to stop you if you know better, easier than a sew pattern. Exactly.
Yes.
That was brilliant. He
you.
said, whacking up. You're back with that. Well, it's a kimono that I thought was a rather seductive one. She wears it to go out partying. But I'll see you in and out. I'll
See you
in
later,
and out.
bye.
Thank you. Right, very quickly. Oh, here it is, in fact. Here it is. This is what Ciel's doing in her next hour. This rather gorgeous kimono hack. Anyway, fabrics for the crepe dress. First, jade first. Lots and lots of you got this in your basket. It is exquisite. Look. It's brand new today. I'm going to do a little cowl neckline. Oh, it's beautiful. So that's the jade triple crepe for £6.49. This is the jade anti-static line for £1.49. They're both the same width. You don't have to use the same one, but we just thought go beautifully together. £1.49 for half a metre, £6.49 for half a metre. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, then we've got mauve, which was on the dress that we've already made, Ciel's already made. So that's the mauve crepe there. Look at the weight, it's got such a lovely weight to it. So that's the crepes, £6.49 for half a metre. Then we've got the lining, which go across the bottom for £1.49 for half a metre. Okay. Then two colours that I'm not meant to have today. The marron. Oh, no, I couldn't say marron. Marron means cherry, I think. Anyway, marron, cherry is French, isn't it? Beautiful, look at the drape. This is the maroon triple crepe. £6.49 for half a metre. And then I've got the maroon lining going across the bottom. £6.49. All the lining's been very, very, very popular. £1.49. And then last but not least, I've got the Air Force Blue. Oh, right. Air Force Blue and Jade are the ones you need to check out on. Look. Ooh, that is lovely. That's £6.49 for half a metre. And then I've got the lining. £1.49, right, okay. Got the pattern. Two different sizes. I've got the 6 to 14. Now, it says petite on it. The actual pattern is not petite, but it gives you the wherewithal to make it into a petite. So this is that's the 14 to 22, the what, TMBR62, the one at the bottom there, FPBR62. Oh, it's a bit naughty. They made them both 62. You're going to get confused. 6 to 14 on the bottom there. Oh, also, CL made it without the belt. There is a belt to make as well, but we just thought, both of us thought, it was much more streamlined without the belt. But of course, you can do the belt and the bow and everything to go on it. It's just a little thing that you put on over the top afterwards. Oh, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Please check out on the Air Force Blue and the Jade crepe. I'll see you in 3 minutes from now with Janis. We're making those gorgeous little trousers into shorts and a shirt for a little boy. Do not go anywhere.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
Join us on Wednesday the 4th of April when we're joined by Rebecca Reid. Rebecca will be in the studio showing us how to make her adorable cat houses. Made in delightful feline fabric, your pet will be pampered in this fabulous cat house, complete with cat ears. With a lining of bold, contrasting fabric, this cat house is a must-have addition to your home. We've got everything you need to make this project yourself and have a choice of pink or mint fabric available. So sit back and relax as Rebecca takes us through this perfect make. So tune in for a fantastic feline hour on Wednesday the 4th of April at 9 a.m. only on Sewing Quarter Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. Fall in love with florals when Jo Carter shares an exciting new quilt with us, The Hexagon Garden by Pam and Nikki Lintott. On Thursday the 5th of April, Jo Carter will show you how she uses English paper piecing to intricately weave hexagons together on this stylish quilt, and as you can see, the results are mesmerising. We've put together a selection of bundles for you to make your own quilt at home. Choose from the pastel pop of Joel Dewberry's Atrium design roll, or add a touch of midnight glamour with Amy Butler's Night Music design roll kit. So make sure you tune in on Thursday the 5th of April at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. Join us on Saturday the 31st of March when we have master quilter Lucy Brennan in the studio as part of our spectacular Easter event. Lucy is bringing a floral fiesta to the Sewing Quarter when she teaches us how to create Pam Lintott's Flower Power quilt. At 11 a.m, we'll learn how Lucy creates stunning triangular petal shapes to produce a bouquet of spring flowers, all framed in contrasting floral fabrics for an eye-catching finish. We've got 3 gorgeous colourways to choose from, ranging from oranges to blues, purples and greens, so tune in to catch Lucy's expertise on how to make this blossoming quilt yourself. Make sure you don't miss Lucy on Saturday the 31st of March at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
How cute are these, look? Aren't they just... I love it when my friends have kids because I love going out... Well, I normally go out and buy them things, but just cute, right? So in this the little book here, Janis has made these in the past, right? That's one little bundle, one little look there, outfit, one different variation. And then she's made another one for today's show. Look, talk about making work for herself. What she's done is she made the little shirt again. And then, look at this, she's just adapted the pattern. Instead of having the trousers with the pocket, she's just done little shorts with a little turn up. Aren't they lovely? Oh, sorry, there's a bit of dust there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, Janis, they are. So I'll show you the bundles and the pattern, first of all. Not the pattern, it's a book, sorry. Book. Called Home Sewn Nursery. Now, Janis has made these before on the 16th of February, so you want to go to YouTube. We miss anything out today because she's in one of those moods today. She's made loads out of this book, haven't you, Janis? You love it. Well, don't talk yet, but... No, I'll tell you why I said that. I'll tell you what, I was watching, not yesterday, I was watching the other day, and Natasha was on here, and I think it was Victoria Peake was talking over there, and I was like, I can't hear what Victoria's saying. So don't speak, Janis, till I tell you. Okay. All right. Yes, exactly. Right, okay, oh, gorgeous book, good. We're bantering, don't worry. Well, Janis loves me anyway. Look at these gorgeous projects in this book. Goes babies, accessories. You've just got so many. I'll go through it more fully with you later. But now look, you see, if I'd known these were in here, my latest goddaughter, I bought her some of these for her first birthday, and then at great expense, and then saw that they were in this book. Anyway, it's just such... How do you know that? Okay. Here we go. Gorgeous. And here we are. There's the shirt. And then there's the little trousers that we're going to do. We obviously weren't able to get both of them made. That's why I'm saying watch the February the 6th, did you say it was? Hannah? 16th. Yeah, she just copied me. She was about busy going, I know everything about your life, John, because she does. That's the frightening. But she did forget one thing recently, didn't she? What was that? Anyway, pattern piece in the back that you need. Gorgeous pattern piece in the back. Right, I've got four bundles here for you. I'll put those away in a minute. So, shall we go to the navy one that Janis has made already? Love this. I think it's only that one, isn't it, Janis, that I've got an issue with? Yeah. So what you get in the bundle, you get 1.5 meters of fabric, you get 2 threads. Now, does it work out that it's 1 meter of the check and 0.5 meter of the solid? I think it does, doesn't it? £16.49 for all of that. So navy check bundle, fabric 1.5 meters and 2 threads. Yeah, right, meter of the check. Plain. Oh, it's not plain, it's linen effect. There's no linen in it, it's 100% cotton, but it's linen effect. So you get that and that and that and that for £16.49. The one that Janis has made for today's show is this one. So what you get in this one, now this is a bigger check. Now, to be honest, in prep yesterday, I went, oh, that won't work. Oh, no, that won't work. The proportion's completely wrong. It works brilliantly. So there's another John Scott mistake for you. So you get 1 meter of the gingham, or the plaid, and 1 meter of like the emerald green, it's not emerald green, that one, is it? But the green Macawa solid, plus the 2 threads. They got £14.49, that one. Then I've got aeroplanes, les aeroplanes. So you get 1 meter, sorry, I'm going too fast now. Got 1 meter of the aeroplane fabric, and 0.5 meter of the blue. And you get 2 threads. £14.49. Why? What's the matter? Oh, no. Oh, no, not yet, thank you. And then, this one. Now, they've said to me, on no account, open that fabric. Don't know why, Janis, do you? Light blue gingham. Now, this gingham is woven. It's not your, oh no, it's all right, you can open it. There's nothing wrong with that, Janis. See, if when pointed out, nobody would have known, Janis.
I folded it back well, didn't I?
Look, Wayne's tried so hard to fold it, hide it. Yours won't have that. Yours won't have that. What I was trying to show you was it's a woven fabric. So the check is woven into the fabric. It's not a print on the top. £14.49. You see, I like that. Look nice on me. You see, I could make a shirt out of that if it got that extra little bit in there. It'd be fine, wouldn't it? So, Janis, I'll ask Janis in a minute why she cut that bit out. Did you lose a bit? Oh! And your threads, and your threads, and your threads. Right, I'm going. There it is.
No.
Janice.
Hello, John.
Hello, my love.
I'm going to explain myself now.
Yeah, have you made another mistake?
Right, no.
No.
Now, in the book, right, and I've forgotten, I made these a few weeks ago, you see.
Yeah, of course you did,
And
Jo.
I've forgotten. I know it's yours.
My
your
tape
tape
measure.
measure. Well, we share and share a lot,
Yeah,
don't we, John?
exactly, don't we? Go
So
on.
in the book, what it says, I made these for the 1-year-old.
Right.
And it says that you cut a strip out by 14.5 inches.
Right.
Okay, to go around the lower base of the leg.
Right.
Okay? But when you measure this
Oh, it makes
it's
more than
8.5.
14
It's
and a half,
17 inches if you have it double.
So,
Hence,
right.
when I did the first leg,
Oh, no.
I couldn't get it
So
to
you've
go
done
straight. So
pantaloons.
I've done, there's a few creases in it because
Yeah,
I
a
couldn't
few.
get it to match.
Right.
So I thought, well, on air, I don't want to look silly. I'm going to explain.
Well, I changed the habit of a lifetime,
I'm going to
Janice.
explain to the viewer.
I'm sorry.
Just make sure, whatever age you do, to measure
Yeah.
across your bottom of the leg.
Yeah.
Because the actual bottom that goes on has got to be folded in half, machined as a circle onto the leg. And if it's 14 inches, you're talking that much difference.
Yeah.
Hence the crease.
Okay, we'll
Hence
just turn that
me
over.
not having the fabric with me, hence me having to...
Hence, there's a lot of hences in
Hence
that.
there is.
In that
Now, also,
oh, yes.
what they do in the book,
God,
they
she's really
say-
blaming the book, isn't she, now?
It is in the book.
Yeah.
It says, for the waist, you cut one 13-inch strap.
Oh, strip, yeah.
Well, it's 24, 27 inches. for
Oh,
the
okay,
waist.
so please
So please,
check.
in the book,
Yeah.
just make sure I did it as a 1, ready to go on.
Yeah.
And with that,
Yes.
we'll make a sort.
Go on then. No,
So-
and also, in the pattern, they're like long trousers like this,
Yes,
aren't they?
they are.
With the little pocket on.
Yeah.
But you've decided to go, can I have those green
the
trousers? Reno,
shorts.
please, thanks.
Now, with the shorts, again, it's personal length as to what length you want.
Yes.
And this is what I thought when I thought shorts. I thought, do we go short or do we go long? And I thought, well, if I go a bit in the middle.
Yes.
So just measure it down because the crutch is going to be the same.
Yes,
I
yes. So
think.
the top of the pattern stays exactly the same, whether
the
it's trousers or shorts.
You don't do on the shorts, I wouldn't do. Or you can just have one pocket.
Yes.
You could have one pocket.
Is it a patch pocket? Oh, yeah. You could
It
do
is a
one
bit of a
little patch pocket,
You could
couldn't
have done one pocket. Or
You
put
know
a
what you could do? You
pocket
could put
on the
one
back,
patch pocket on the bum
or
rather
the
than on
front,
the...
no, on the back.
Yeah, on the back.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I do things normally by the books.
Yes,
so
you
that
do.
I don't do them myself. So on this one,
Yeah.
because even on the other romper suit, I overlocked all the inside.
Yes.
But on this pattern, it gets you to zigzag round the outside of all
Oh, okay.
the seams.
Before you start,
that's
so once
what
you've
we
cut
do
them out, yeah.
first. So now, on this one as well,
Yeah.
we have to add one front leg to a back leg.
Yes.
So I've already done the one, so I'm now doing the
Yeah,
other.
now don't forget that the shape of the crotch sleeve, the shape of the pattern is different at the back as it is at the front, isn't it?
It is, if you look. So that's the one's very narrower on the
Yes.
curve rather than
Yeah.
the other side. So what we're going to do first is if you've got a fabric, like if you're going to do this though in, say, the check, you've got to make sure you have your right sides together.
Yeah,
also.
yeah, exactly.
So the first thing you do is join, once you've done your zigzags, is join the inside seam.
The inside, so that's the
So
inside
it's-
seam
yeah,
of the
inside
trousers.
of the trousers.
I
So
need to
these are
warn you, these
5/8.
bundles are absolutely flying out, just so you know, I'll tell you in a second.
They are beautiful fabrics, these.
Yeah.
I was when I saw the check that last time, I was
The green check or
so
the blue check,
excited.
which one do
The
you
blue
like
check.
best?
But green's my favourite colour.
Is it?
Yeah, I love
Now,
green.
it's funny because Hannah's very much attracted to green at the moment.
I love green. I love green. Always have done.
Hannah's is just at the moment, I think that's because she's fed up of winter and she's thinking of green for spring. And
Well,
everything.
this is it with my hair. Next week, I promise to have it not so boring. I promise to have it done. Hang on, what's going on here?
Oh, here we go. Move the machine, Janice.
Hang on.
Have a, oh, we're all right. No, let's put the green bundle on.
Hang on.
There's the green
That's
bundle.
the right one, isn't it?
Why have I got? I've got three.
Hang on.
Oh no! Hang on.
You've got-
You keep looking at the bundle while I sort this out.
Yeah.
It's
So-
only because we've got about 3 leads under the desk.
We
and
swap
it's-
machines all the time,
Yeah, you
don't
see,
we?
hang on
And
a sec.
it's,
Janice, go over to that
yeah.
desk there and go through the bundles for me, would you? You go and go through the bundles.
Go through the
Just look
bundles.
straight into the camera with the arrow on.
Okay.
And then Hannah will put the information on screen for you.
which one are we going for first, Hannah? I've never done this before. This is
Green one
new.
first, Janis.
The green one first. Okay then. So the bundle is
Yeah, so you
the
get
green
a metre of the check, Janis,
Metre
and
of
half
the
a metre
check.
of the green.
and half a metre of the green, and you get the 2 threads, and that's for $14.49. That's the one I made earlier. So then the next one is I'm waiting for it to come up, which I'll do any second. Which one's coming up?
Aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes, aeroplanes, airplanes, airplanes. Now, I like this one. When I saw this with John earlier, I thought that's absolutely lovely. So that's 1.5 metres of the
You get a
aeroplane.
metre of the aeroplane,
Oh,
and you
a
get
metre of the aeroplane.
half a metre of the blue.
Of the blue.
And the 2 threads
And,
there.
and that's, I mean, how would you get a shirt and trousers for that price?
I know. Well, you wouldn't, would you, Janis?
You
wouldn't get a
wouldn't.
shirt and trousers for
The
$14.49.
shirts would be 20 quid.
Exactly,
Even
exactly.
for children.
Which ones have you done then? Which one haven't you done yet?
These ones I've done.
Okay, so we'll do the navy blue one next. Now this has got the navy blue. It's woven, that isn't it, Jess?
Yeah,
Lovely.
It's lovely. It's beautiful.
Metre of that.
And that's the linen look.
Okay, and then we've got that's the linen effect, that one.
Yeah.
It's not no linen in it. I've got fewer than 5 of those now, so that means I've got 4 of those.
That is so, especially if you're going on a cruise or, you know, in the summer with
You're
the
off on a cruise,
babies.
Janis?
I wish I was.
Yeah, so
I'm going
do
to
I.
Canada, aren't I? in
Oh,
June?
are you?
Yeah, to my brother's.
Oh, wow, lovely.
So that one.
Yeah, the paler blue, woven, gingham. And then that lovely, I think this is very summery, this one, isn't it?
It is.
Really, summer holidays, light blue gingham fabric, metre half the fabric, 2 threads.
$14.49, bargain.
Right, now, the navy blue one is the most limited. That one is the most popular, so we had more of that one to start with.
But
Right.
that,
Oh, you look, all right, there, and that one's lovely as well. That's Janis's favourite, it's got green in it.
I like
Have a look
green.
at the, we've got any pictures of
they're also beautiful though, aren't they? Right and back now.
Right,
Has it
it's
started?
working now, Janis.
So it's this foot. We've got so many foots, haven't we?
We haven't any more?
So there we go. So off we go. 5/8 seams.
Well, the thing is, if we tried to hide it all, we'd look silly, wouldn't we? So we might as well get it fixed properly. You have a laugh doing fabrics and everybody enjoys it.
We always have a laugh.
Yes, and
Okay.
also at home, well, no, because if you're Chloe, she's got, crazy arrangement. She's got 7 machines set up the whole time. But you're not carrying, what happens in between shows, Janis' machine comes in and CL's machine goes out and then the foot, you know what I mean? So it's just...
Then we have to clear up after ourselves.
No,
as
you
well.
do not. Don't you be telling fibs.
No, I mean, like, we just grab everything. No, we don't have to, because we have the people to do it for us. But
I had to load the dishwasher this morning. Did you see the mess
I know,
they left this
he
place
moans
at
at
last
me.
night?
They're not. You moaned at me, didn't you, for not filling the machine up?
Today?
Yes.
Oh, no, did I? Oh, I must have been half asleep, Janis, I do so.
It was
Apparently,
early.
when Janis walked in, I said, before you do any sewing, you've got to go and load the dishwasher. She didn't, mind you. I had to go and do it.
It was
And whose
early.
mug's still out on the side?
Whose?
You see Mike on camera, your mug was still on the side, your winter is coming mug.
Winter's coming.
Yeah,
We need
he's
a
just
new one
put it-
now.
Do you know what he
It's
said
summer.
the other day? I've got a wife at home to do that for me.
I know, that's Mike on cameras. I know, Hana
is
said
bad.
she would have killed him.
Oh, well
Anyway.
done. Right. So what we've got to do
I
now
have to move this to be able to see you,
is
Janis.
press the seam open.
Yeah.
Now, have we got...
Oh, what do you need?
No, it's okay, we'll do
Yeah,
it
the
this way.
sausage.
Yeah, is it here? Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Okay. Beating him up
It's
again.
one of those days today, isn't it?
It has been since we walked in, hasn't it?
Have you had any breakfast today, Janis?
Yes,
Is that-
porridge.
Oh, you had porridge, okay.
Yeah,
You
it's
said you were
porridge.
bringing hot cross buns today.
I know.
Where are they?
I didn't have
do you
time
know,
to go and
where
get
we go
them.
for our lunch, Hannah and I go for our lunch today, they had hot cross bun cake.
Ooh.
I know, neither Hannah and I bought it though. We both went, oh.
Oh, to die for.
We both looked at it. I burnt my mouth on my chips, so it wasn't a good date.
Right. Other side. Press them both together.
Yeah. Have we seen Janis using her sausage?
The sausage.
There it is, $7.49. So easy Taylor's sleeve roll, it's
Oh,
called.
they're great, aren't they, these?
Yeah. And your little mini iron that you
I
love.
mean, little iron. Especially for little clothes.
Little clothes, little people making little
Little
clothes.
people.
How tall are you, Janis?
I knew that would come.
I was only asking.
Oh, no, I pressed them at home.
Yeah.
Right, 5 foot.
So you're 5 foot, so you're
Yeah.
definitely petite then,
I'm
aren't you?
definitely petite. So what we do then,
Yeah.
right sides together.
You haven't put a cuff on this one?
No, I know, but
Okay.
you do that afterwards.
Oh.
You do that afterwards. I did that to prep it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just going to be doing the same.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm getting ready for now
Christmas.
is to do, yeah, that's right. to do the waist.
Right.
So what you do, right sides together, you put the one leg inside the other, and then you join the seams and
Yeah.
the gussets. So the gussets, open up your seams, start with your seams again, as I always do. Open them up, and now it's up to you what you want to do. Like, because they said zigzag the seams, if you have got an overlocker, just
Yeah,
overlock
also,
it.
if you've got something like a 680 and you haven't got
Yeah.
an overlocker, that has like an overlocking stitch
overlocking
that you can do
stitch.
on the edge rather than a zigzag, doesn't
See,
it?
they do all these stitches now, these machines, and I've
Yeah.
got to get familiar with them.
Yeah. We have to get one of the
So-
machines, don't we?
I know. I keep trying to buy one, but without success.
What,
Something
trying to tell
always
Martin to
happens.
buy you one? He'll be watching. Martin.
No, well,
should- oh, what?
well, I've got Canada in June, but
Yeah.
you know Amy's just passed the test. Well, the insurances are so high.
Driving.
Yeah, the insurances are so high.
She's a grown woman now. You don't
So I
have
have
to pay for that.
No, I helped her to do
Oh, you're too good, Janis.
I helped her.
See, 18 out the door. That's what I say.
No.
You're on your own.
No, she's not on her own. She'll never be on her own. She's 26 now, she ain't on her own. So I'm just sticking these pins in. That didn't really go there, did it? Okay. And then just do the other side, and then we machine it. This one seems a bit...
Oh, looks a bit
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Oh, no, there you go.
Yeah.
Ease
There you go,
down.
if I just ease it in.
Yeah.
So ease it in, and again, if you need to ease it in and you have trouble, just fold it round your fingers
Yeah.
and stick the pin in between.
Yeah, that always worries me because I think you're going to stab yourself, Janis.
Oh, if I do, I do. I've stabbed myself so many times.
Exactly. It's fine though because there's no blood in those veins. It's just pure gin, isn't it?
Pure gin. Right.
No, I'm not in tomorrow. Who's asking? No, I'm not in tomorrow.
Well, you got a day off.
2 days off.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
that's
but
good.
then, Janis, I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Oh, John.
That's good scheduling, isn't it? And Wednesday's the extra long day.
Yes, it is, isn't it? You have to keep your strawberries on the table.
No, I had watermelon and mango today.
Oh, did you? Nice.
I didn't get a chance to eat my
No,
mango. I've just
no.
eaten the watermelon. You all right there?
Yeah. I just love the fruits.
No, I have to buy it myself. It's not supplied. It's not like, oh, John, what would you like us to get for you today? It's like,
Now he comes in armed, don't you, with this
I
one?
do.
So
With no gluten-free, dairy-free,
he's on a
sugar-free,
diet though, girls. I mean,
porridge.
he's on a diet. Martin's on a diet as well.
Is he? Is he fat, Martin?
Yeah.
You can't.
No, he is. He's put a lot of weight on because. Well, you said it. I didn't.
Yeah, but you're supposed to go, well, no, it's gorgeous, John. You're supposed to go like that because he'd be watching.
He's watching.
Yeah, Martin's fat.
No, what it is, he's having an operation on Sunday, and he's been off work 6 months.
Will he be Martina next week?
And then don't forget he had a knee replacement the other year.
He hasn't had what?
He had a knee replacement the other year.
Knee?
Yeah, full knee
I
replacement.
thought you'd have a young stud on your arm, Janis.
No.
I thought
And
you'd be a
then-
fit brickie or something.
He was when he was younger.
Hey.
So he's got an operation on Sunday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for his shoulder. He's torn all his tendons, so he's in agony, really.
Yeah.
But of course, because he's been at home,
Waiting for his operation.
because men don't have hobbies really at home.
Now we have lots of gentlemen who watch
Do
us.
so, yeah. But a lot of men don't have hobbies, and so he's bored to death. So
I'm sure he could do the housework and make your tea.
he does.
and
He
everything like
always does the cooking.
that. Oh, he always does the cooking.
He always does my cooking. So much so, when I was ill a few weeks ago with that flu.
Yeah,
No, he was ill. That was it. He was ill with the flu,
yeah.
and
Get
I
it
had to
right,
ask him how to turn the kettle on.
Oh, no.
I had to turn the oven on, not the kettle, the oven.
No, in America they call the oven the kettle, don't they?
Do that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that? So I'm just sewing the gussets.
Yes,
Just round. I know
Yeah.
it's a bit awkward. So I'm doing it slow because it was a bit tricky.
yeah.
But then the seam ripper comes in. So with the seam ripper, if it just puckers, you literally put your needle down like so, push it up, and then push the crease over to the other side and go back down.
Yeah.
And that is a great tip. I'm nearly there, John, I'm nearly there.
That's all right. No rush.
Voila! And that's the trousers shape done.
Right.
So then, what we have to do, take the pin
Take all the
out,
pins out, Janis.
and then what you do is you trim and
Yeah.
cut into the crutch,
Yeah.
and I do it either side about an inch,
Yes.
okay?
So now, when you trim it down, do you then
trim it
re-zigzag? Oh, you just clip it?
I'm just clipping in.
Okay.
Just clip. Just make sure you don't go into your stitching
Yeah.
and slip. Always use smaller scissors.
When I first started training, whenever we clipped into a seam like that, we had to blanket stitch every single one of those clips. Yeah.
Well, I suppose
To finish the edges. if
to
it's gonna-
finish
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it would look better, wouldn't it, if you
Well,
did
also
that
for longevity.
for the finish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now we're a throwaway society, aren't we now?
Well, you might be, Janis. I'm still wearing things I've had in my wardrobe for years.
Right, so that's half now.
Yes.
Look.
Take a deep breath,
Look at the
Janis.
colour.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful?
We're inside out at the moment,
Yes,
obviously.
we are inside out. So what we're going to do now is do the waistband.
Are you not going to waistband before the...
Yeah, we can do the waistband
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
I'm doing it as the book.
Yeah, oh, okay,
So
okay,
what
okay.
they do the waistband next, then they do the leg,
Yeah.
then they finish the leg off.
You see, me personally,
You do the
I'd
trouser.
have finished the legs
leg.
off while they were still
Yeah, but
individual.
but don't forget, that wouldn't have been done. I only did that for
No,
the show.
But even if I was making these at home, I
Yeah.
would have put the cuffs on the bottom of the
trousers
trousers before I
first.
sewed each leg together.
Yeah, well, it's either way. So what should we do? Should we do it that way then?
No, you keep going. You keep going.
Well, what I'll do, I'll show the cuff,
Yes.
just in case we don't get the waistband done. Because
We're not
with
even
the
halfway through
waistband-
yet, Janis. You're not
No,
going
but
home yet.
if you know what I'm saying, though, with
Yeah,
the
do the cuff.
waistband, I'll do the cuff.
The navy blue one. How many have I got? There's one left. There's one left. Not the shirt, the trousers, the bundle. The bundles, one left.
That's good.
There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
So with the cuff,
So there's only one of those left. There's only one of those bundles left. Oh, electric shock then, Janis. Right.
So with the cuff, I've
Yeah.
cut it 18.5 inches. It says in 14.5 inches.
Yeah.
You fold it in half.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to try and just do is match the check up if I can.
Oh, okay. It's not the end of the world if you don't.
If you don't, no. So then you machine down just your 5/8.
Yeah.
Which I'm just going to do quickly. It's not 5/8 really because I've matched it the one side, so it's a bit more than that. So then we open it out.
Yeah.
And we press the seam open. Quickly. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever made trousers?
Have I made what?
Trousers
Used
for
to make
little
all my
boys.
trousers all the time when I
Did you?
used to wear my little disco drain pipes
Oh, I can imagine.
and leg warmers. I
Let's
used to wear
go
leg
down.
warmers and jazz shoes, Janis.
Jazz shoes. I had
I
a pair
was
of jazz
skinny.
shoes.
I was skinny in those
I had a
days.
pair of jazz shoes.
You have now, or you did
No,
have?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So again, right sides together, seams in, tuck it in. Hold on a second.
Hang on, Janis, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Are you saying it's
Hang on a minute.
to the outside, so you want to put the cuff inside? That's it.
That's it. Okay, I'm doing it right. That's it. So, right sides together.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at that, John. On here.
What, right sides together?
Right sides together on here. Right, okay.
You didn't in the last hour.
No, I know. Oh, that.
Don't worry, Janis.
It was a pest. It was a pest.
A pest.
It was a pest.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've got it switched off, Hannah. Oh, Wendy, is it Wet Yourself, Wendy? It is. Good morning to you both. Lovely show. Happy Easter to you all. Lots of love. Wet Yourself, Wendy.
Wait yourself into. Oh. So again.
Chrissy would like to know what size each pattern. Oh, let me have a look for
Starts
you then.
at 6 months.
Pardon?
Starts at 6 months.
Does it? What page are they on? Can you remember? Oh, well, now it's all different sizes because at the beginning you've got babies. Let me have a look then. That's a mobile. You don't need the size for a mobile or Skittles. Tulip dungaree. Oh, hang on. What are we making? Oh, I know the trousers at the back, yeah. Right. So the trousers,
Do that way.
6 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, or 2 to 3 years are the 3 different sizes the patterns come in. Oh, excuse me. Gone a bit sniffly. And then the shirt, I'm going to sneeze as well.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. 6 to 12, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3, Christine, are the sizes. Yeah, that's at the end of the book. So 3 is the oldest. Let me look at the little girls. Oh. Little girl's dress here, Japanese sundress. Yeah, 3 years, 3 years. They're all 3. The oldest is 3 years. So it goes 0 to 6 months, 6 to 12. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, because we've gone into babies again now. So in the baby section, it goes to 2 years, and in the toddler section, it goes to 3 years.
Oh,
That's great.
bless.
Oh, Janis, what perfume you got on? You're making me all sniffly.
Dior.
Oh, excuse me.
It is Dior. So, yeah. Might have done it. It's a bit big now.
Got a message from Ethne. I should have
That's an
emailed
unusual
him.
name.
I know, I've got a friend called Ethne who's a makeup artist on the big
Ethne.
films, just Tom Cruise and everyone. Go on.
Oh,
Hello, John and Janis.
hello, Ethne.
We are her 2 most favourite people.
Oh,
And she loves the banter, and we never fail to make her laugh, and she loves the banter while she's learning.
that's lovely. While she's learning as well.
Oh,
Right.
she's going to do the shorts in pink gingham
Oh, nice, nice.
for her granddaughter. What a lovely pattern. Nice. We haven't got any pink gingham here today, though.
So, here we go. Machine, 5/8 in. Start on the centre seam. Take the pins out.
Yeah.
Now, I did read somewhere,
Oh,
I've
yes.
always thought that it's okay for you to take pins in, leave them in straight.
Yeah.
But this one writer who wrote books advised you not to, and said they can still snag
Yeah.
as well. So always make sure
You take the pins out.
you take the
I
pins
think it's
out.
one of those.
So
it's one of those schools of thought, because we've got designers here who always take their pins out.
Yeah.
And if you say to them, "Oh, you're going to sew over pins," they look at me like I've just asked them.
Yeah.
You know, something
But
horrendous.
years ago, we've always done
Yeah.
this.
The thing is, old school, you always sew over them perpendicularly, soldier-like you are, so you can just keep going over them.
Yeah.
But if your needle does hit, I suppose in this day and age of health and safety,
Yeah.
if your needle hits your pin, there is a chance your needle's going to snap.
Yes.
And if it snaps, it could fly off in any angle if the thread snaps
True.
as well. So I presume in this day of,
It
kind
might,
of
things change all the time though, don't they?
Yeah.
So in the way things are made better. And
And also with your treadle machine that you learned on, it didn't go quite as fast. did they?
joking aside, that's what I did learn on.
Most people I know did. Most old people.
Yeah, old people.
Yeah.
And I remember the old mangles.
Oh, I remember a mangle.
Mangles.
Blimey, I used to love doing the towels through the mangle.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I'm on the train, I read some books. I'm reading all about the workhouses and stuff like that, all the old days.
Yes. Oh, that's
It was
sad,
nice.
isn't it? That?
But
Uh,
sad.
Hi, do you think it would be easy to upsize the pattern from Wendy?
Yeah.
Yes, Wendy. Just let me know what your size. I'll let you know how to do it. But yes, it's very, very easy. What you need to do, though, is if you upsize anything, we were talking about this yesterday because you know the bags in the book yesterday, and Susie said, oh, you just photocopy it to a bigger size if you wanted to. You have to cut your seam allowance off first, because if you imagine you've got a 1/4 inch seam allowance, if you photocopy it big like this, the seam allowance doesn't stay at 1/4 inch, does it? So I always cut the seam allowance off, make it bigger, and then add the seam allowance back on. Kay's got a good question. I'm away on Tuesday. Can I retune so I don't lose zone quarter after that day? Yes, Kay. It doesn't matter when after that you do it, but just make sure you do it when you come back from being away. Hana did hers too early and she's lost sewing quarter completely now.
Oh, God.
I know. Nicola, South Yorkshire. Happy Easter, loving the show. Kisses from the noisy... Oh, it's the noisy Doncaster ladies. Right, just tell you very quickly. It's Sewn for Pleasure. These 5 ladies came up to me. I think they're one of the ringleaders. There was Nicola, Catriona... Was it Nick?
Let me go over here.
Clarissa with the red
explain.
glasses, right? They were like schoolgirls. They'd come up on the coach from Doncaster. They took the back seat and they were really noisy. And then they said, oh, there's loads of us, loads of us. So when somebody else came up later and saw one from Doncaster, I said, did you come on the bus? And she went, yeah, did you sit on the back seat? And they went, no, they were very noisy on the back seat. So they were having a lovely time at Sewn for Pleasure. It was lovely. I met so many fabulous people, Janice. It was brilliant. It was just brilliant.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm pressing.
Okay.
Up.
Pressing the seam allowance up.
Yeah, pressing it up.
Say that again.
Then again, no, we could press it down.
Oh, no. I've got a message from Laurie now. Morning, John and Janice. Enjoying the show and the banter. Putting a big smile on my face. Wishing everyone at Sewn Quarter a very happy Easter. Go. No, she's not signing off. She'll be writing... great to see you, presents in the post. Something like that, won't it? Laurie's from America.
Oh,
and
is
she did 2 days at Sewing for Pleasure, and she bought everything. She bought one of everything. And she loves big kisses and cuddles. In fact, we all love big kisses and cuddles. She loves big kisses and cuddles.
So what we do...
what are you doing?
We fold it in 5/8 on the bottom.
Yeah?
So let me come back over.
Do you want to come back into this place here?
Sorry.
That's all right.
So what you do with the bottom of the hem, after you've pressed it, you fold it up 5/8.
Yeah.
Get your seams right, guys.
Yeah.
5/8. Let's just make sure before I get it wrong again.
You said it.
Right, 5/8. I'm going a bit too high this time, but I'm going to do it to that. So
You could almost match it, because it's woven. You could follow your gingham, couldn't you,
actual
round?
gingham
Because
line,
with it being woven, it could be in
So
line.
if I do it to that one,
Yeah.
and then what you do, even though I've pressed it up, you can press it
You're supposed to press down,
further
Janice.
down. Yeah. And then,
So all your seam allowance are all encased in the cuff.
so that's it. Yep. Yeah, I did it wrong, right, didn't I? Okay.
Touch me like that.
Okay.
Martin's watching.
So, he's in the doghouse this morning, John,
Oh, why?
for leaving me on an empty tank.
Have you texted him?
Oh, blooming well have.
You what, say?
Blooming well have.
Oh, no, Martin. I hope you're making a nice... Oh, it's not Sunday, is it? Friday
No.
lunch. Roast dinner on a Friday.
Roast dinner. Right. I've got a lady coming this afternoon to
What, for
have a look
Martin?
at the prom.
What's she doing?
The prom dress I'm doing.
You making it for her?
No, adjusting it for her.
Oh.
Just to see this dress, it's beautiful.
Oh, is it? Is it an original one?
Yeah, I think, well, no, I have seen it in
okay.
other books, but normally I do the 5/8 first and then do it lick my fingers. I always lick my fingers as well to help. That's another tip. I always lick my fingers.
Got the whole shirt to do yet. Racing through the trousers, got the shirt to do yet.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, what's the matter?
I'm
What's
not
happened?
happy. I'm not happy. Not happy. Sorry, guys.
Has it gone off grain?
Yeah, not happy.
While you repin
Let me
that,
just
I'm
do
going to
it
go and do
first.
bundles.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I'm not happy, so...
She's not happy today. So.
No. Right, let me just do it.
Right. Bundle that Janice is using is this one. So you get 1 metre of the pale blue gingham. It's woven gingham. Then you've got the half a metre of the pale blue Macao solids and the 2 threads. £14.49. Loads of those are sold. That's the most popular. I know the dark blue one's gone already. We didn't have as many as of the dark blue one. This one we had more of, and they are absolutely flying out. Okay. Then green, Janice's favourite. This is the one that I said in prep yesterday, well, that won't work. It's far too big a check. And of course, it looks absolutely gorgeous. One Janice has made for us today. So you get 1 metre of the gingham. I'm always wrong, mate. My name's not Little Paul. And half a metre of the green. Now, what green is that? I'll keep on saying it's emerald. Okay, don't worry. And you got the two threads. There it is, yeah, £14.49. foliage. I was about to say it looks like leaves. Well, I just didn't say it's foliage, but there you go. And then I've got the aeroplane one, which is 1 metre of the aeroplane fabric and 1/2 metre of the blue. It's almost like deep sea blue, that one. Ocean, well, deep sea isn't it? What is the deep sea? An ocean, isn't it? And then you've got the threads. Lots of that one in the baskets. Please make sure you check out because you know it's not yours until you've checked out. And then the book, Home Sewn Nursery. Gorgeous little book. Goes through toddlers, goes through toys, goes through babies by Tina Barrett. $14.99. Take you through it very quickly. Where's the... a third of the stock of the book's gone already, look. So you've got out and about, you've got nursery accessories, you've got toys and games, you've got clothes and shoes. And then the back of the book is all sewing basics. It's a fabulous book. And also, I'll just jump to the back, first of all, because you do get all the patterns in the back as well, look. There are patterns and templates and everything, look. Now, it's done like a lot of them are these days. Lots and lots of patterns on the same plate. On the plate. The reason I said that is because it says, oh, I could have sworn I just read plate. Plate. There's no plate on there. There's hair, and there's an obi, and there's an obi is a Japanese lady's belt thing, sash thing, goes with little. Because remember, they've got the little Japanese dress in there. Crown. I don't know where I saw plate. I don't know where I saw plate. I think it might be because I'm a bit hungry and my boiled eggs are... Oh, no, I've got a whole hour. I was thinking we were finishing off this. I was thinking, oh, I've got the kimono to do yet. And, oh, goodness, yeah. Oh, I might need to... Can Wayne get me a boiled egg for this break, do you think? I've brought them in. He hasn't got to boil it. Anyway, the patterns were there. They're all laughing at me now. No, don't worry. Don't worry, I won't have a boiled egg. I won't have a boiled egg in the break, thank you. No. Let's go through this. No, because a boiled egg's quite difficult to eat, isn't it, in 3 minutes? And I might still be choking on the yolk when you come back, and we wouldn't want that. Are you all right now, Jan?
Yeah, fine.
She said nonchalantly, yeah, fine. Go back now.
No, I just wasn't happy with the way it was pinning.
All right.
So I've just got a machine round there now.
Okay, then.
So again, baste, do it from the right side.
Yes.
For the perfect.
Tack it and then do it from the right side. Because
Definitely.
that way, you see, there is a difference between your bobbin line of stitching and your top stitching line.
So I've actually pinned it this way, whereas this is what I would never do.
Like Lady Gaga, yeah.
This is what I'd never do at home. But you just go imagine this is the other way around.
Can I just do this? I'm a bit worried you're going to trip over that wire.
Okay. Okay. So
Yes, there, now, just tuck it in your pocket, Janis. There you go.
Now, what's happened, I've actually cut this strip a bit too big.
Oh, okay.
So it's throwing it out a bit anyway.
Okay.
So just make sure your actual leg straps are fine.
Yeah.
Right size. Okay, this is where my seam ripper comes in. So I'm just top stitching round.
So to mutter. I always get worried when you mutter, Janis.
Am I muttering?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to. So no, I'm just saying about the seam ripper with the puckering, because it's puckering a bit. It's not good.
Oh, no, you need to ease that in a bit too much, that one.
I know, it's just...
But it's on the inside. Do a little tuck. You wouldn't say it on the inside. Do a little tuck.
Yes, good idea.
What we're doing, I'll show you on these trousers what we're doing. No, here, I'll show you on these trousers. So this is what we're doing. In short, just creating that little cuff around the bottom there. I know I was totally wrong about this. I just said it won't work. 2 proportions too big. Said it definitely won't work on the shirt, and yet look how gorgeous the shirt is. We'll talk you through the shirt in a minute. We've got about 15 minutes we've left with Janis.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, you all right there, Jan?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so
Right.
then that's what they look like now.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's your start.
Oh, hang on, I'm just going to have to do this. Too soon, me, Janice.
Go on, falling. Falling down.
Everything's falling off you today, Janice. There you go.
Right, so that's them.
Okay, and then how do you do the waist?
So, do you want us to finish with the band on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
Do you
No,
want us
sorry, I
to-
forgot about that. I'll show
Right,
you.
so with the band at the bottom,
This is just decorative, isn't it?
I've already done one, so I won't do the other one. I'll just
Talk us
talk
through
you through it. So what you do, you have to cut these out 4 times, 2 for each leg.
4 times?
Yeah, this sizing, because one.
Oh, yes.
Because you're putting 2 together.
So 2 and 2 together and making
2 together, machine round
Yeah.
the 3 sides,
Yeah.
leaving the bottom part open, all that size.
Yeah.
It's whatever which way you can do. So it's the 2 long edges and 1 short
Yeah.
edge. Turn it right side out, so then
make
you've got
that.
that.
Right, okay.
Give it a good press.
Yeah.
Then what you do.
So you've
on
still got
the-
1 raw edge, have you then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do on the inside, on the actual
Oh, I
seam,
see.
you actually go in with your seam allowance
Yeah,
to there on the actual, well, you go on the inside seam.
on the seam, yeah.
Yeah. And then just pin that down.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to, so pin
Oh,
it down, tack
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and then line it up to the middle. That's what I did, line that up to the middle line.
Yeah.
Machine that down,
Yeah. Oh, you're going to do...
just do it quickly.
I thought you said you weren't going to sew that one.
No, you do sew this one. What do you mean? I said
You
I
went,
wasn't
oh, I'm
gonna
not
sew.
sewing it, so I won't...
No, you've got to sew this down.
Okay.
Oh, I think I meant something else when I said I'm
What?
not sewing
You
it.
thought you meant, Martin, make sure there's roast lamb on the table when they get home. Is that what you meant?
home.
Oh, don't, they all go, oh, lamb, they're all sent upstairs.
So that's what you do on that, on both sides.
Right.
So you just machine it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what you can do, if you on that raw edge again, if you want to overlock it before you put that on
Yeah.
to give it a good finish.
Could you not put
Or-
it in when you're sewing the band around? I know the book won't have said this, but I'd
Yeah.
be tempted when I was sewing the cuff up to actually sew that inside, so it
Yes.
tucks inside, so
So
the
and
raw
that'd be a
edges are
good
then away,
idea
aren't
as
they?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might you could have
Yeah.
done that, couldn't I? Really. So and then what you do,
Lynette, morning, no work for 2 weeks. Oh, how lovely. Just realised I've left a boiled egg in my... I've left a boiled egg in my desk drawer. John jogged my memory. Oh, dear. I think you better ring them. Oh, no, it's bank holiday. It'd be... Oh.
and then what you do,
Yeah.
you actually fold that onto the outside. Now what I actually did, because what you do,
Yeah.
you fold that from the inside out.
Up, yeah.
Up. Then what I actually did, you put a button there.
Yeah.
So you use one of the buttons,
Right. Have we got these
Which will look
buttons?
like-
Oh, on the website. Buttons on
like
the website.
that.
Yeah.
But I then actually did a machine stitch down there to hold it
Oh, so,
down.
oh.
It doesn't say that,
No,
but
no,
if you
no.
look, see,
Yeah.
I did the machine stitch just to
Yes. Also, if a
strengthen
little
it.
child's running along and that's flapping loose so they can catch... Well, Hannah caught her cardigan on the toilet door this morning.
Yeah.
And the fire extinguisher going up the stairs. So if you stitch it down, then it's going to cause less of a...
And it's less of a... So that's how you finish that off.
Okay, perfect.
Then the waistband,
Yeah.
you actually fold in both edges.
Oh, right, hang on. So there's, the waistband's included in this fabric up here.
You do it in
don't
the
make
contrast.
a separate waistband. You
No,
just got
you
a
do
facing.
it as a contrast and
Yeah,
it's the
got it.
facing. So what you do, you fold in both ends,
Yeah.
5/8. And then you press it,
Yeah.
and then you attach it.
Where do you put your
From
folded in thing at the back, at the centre back or the centre
I
front?
folded it at the centre front.
Oh, centre front, okay.
You can do it at the back
Yeah, yeah.
as well. It's whatever.
Because it's
way
where
you
you're going
want
to put your
do it.
elastic in, is
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
it is. But it's not seen because it's all on the inside
No, no, no,
anyway.
yeah.
So, but if you want it at the back, you can have it at the back.
Yeah.
So-
Well, only because you can have a double layer of elastic where you
Yes.
fold over.
Yeah.
And I just thought if it's on his tummy or her tummy, then it's an extra bit
It
of...
might be
better
a bit,
around the back.
yeah, it might be better around the back thinking, yeah. See, John does, correct me.
No, I'm not correcting him. Just I was offering up an alternative.
No, it's good though. It's
Yeah.
good because don't forget, I don't do this every day in my life, do I?
Don't you?
So, well, I do it.
Maybe next time, maybe we could do a whole hour of sewing and accounting at the same time.
No. Fun.
Oh, actually, it's the end of tax year, isn't it? Next April. Is it April
Yeah.
the 5th or the 6th?
April the 5th.
5th. Because
Yeah.
I have to do get all my things into the
Get them
accountant
in.
after that, don't I?
Yeah, it's all good fun. All good fun.
He's already told me I'm broke anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't know how. I do nothing but work. I've no
I know, I
fun,
don't
no
do nothing but
social
work.
life. I don't know where it all goes.
Oh, John. So all you do with this is machine it round,
Yeah.
press it open, fold it to the...
Oh, like exactly the same as you did with the cuff.
Inside.
Now, would you press it open or would you press the seam allowance up into the cuff,
Up.
into the facing? No, because you're folding it all over. It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, what I did, you see, I machine it, then press it open,
Yeah.
then you put that in
Yes.
5/8 and then fold it all
Yeah,
over
got
and
it.
then put the elastic through
All
it.
right.
So that needs to just go
Fold
a
that
bit
back through.
more.
Now, now, there was a bit of controversy here because in the green trousers, you put inch-wide elastic,
Yeah.
but in the dark blue trousers, you'd put the smaller elastic. I don't have the larger one here. Wayno.
What looked better? What looked better?
What?
See, sometimes...
That looks
if
better,
I
the
get-
wider one looks
if
better.
I get elastic, sometimes in the box with everything in,
Yes,
I'll
yeah.
just grab one.
No, it's fine. You'll have been, so when you did the blue ones, you'll only have been sent the narrow one, I think. I just think,
Must
for a
have been.
waist, I would always go for the widest
Thicker one.
elastic because
Yeah.
if it's narrow, cuts in.
Yes.
Especially if you like Hana. Hana can't wear an elasticated
Yeah.
waist these days.
So if I just machine round the waist.
Yeah.
So they're coming together now, aren't they? And it's...
Janice's favourite green bundle is now in the lead.
Is it?
Yes,
The green?
the green.
Oh, it's lovely. Green. Lovely. Hang on. I'm doing it blind now.
Pardon?
I'm doing it blind now. So, taking the pins out as I'm just...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because when we first went on air, I had a habit of putting pins in my mouth,
No, you mustn't do that.
and a viewer told me off.
There's the 1 inch, 25 millimetre at 149. We always used to do that at college though, when you
But
when
you
you were
do, for
pinning, you just put them in.
quickness.
Yes, exactly. You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
my dad used to work on the track at the Austin when it was the old Rover. And what he did...
Hang on, he used to work on the production line making Rovers or Austin cars.
No, he used to put the windscreens into the cars.
Okay.
Right? And they used to do them with these little tacks.
Yeah.
Now, my dad, apparently, he used to have beautiful teeth.
Right.
But he completely wrecked them because...
He kept putting the tacks.
Tacks in the
But
teeth.
that's why they say when you cut thread, scissors not teeth. Victor, the tailoring teacher, always used to say scissors not teeth because over the years, if you keep cutting thread with your teeth, it just ends up
So I've always
taking
done
away.
that as well. I've always done that as well.
Right.
So what I do then
Yeah.
is...
So you got your opening for your elastic here.
Yeah.
Hang on, just come into that. That's it,
Yeah.
brilliant.
So then what you do then, I would open that out
Right.
and press that open and
Yeah.
down, just to get rid of the bulk again. And then what you'll do then, you'll have a crisp, nice seam.
Yeah.
And then you press that in,
Yeah.
and then you fold it over,
Right.
and that will
And that
be-
creates a casement.
and that will create
Yeah.
the casing.
And because you
to put
folded the two
electric
edges in here,
and the edges,
you've got a nice
you do the same.
opening
And you've
for
got
your
the
elastic
lovely
to go
opening,
in, haven't
and then you just put your elastic through. And again, with the elastic, do that
Yes.
to make it
Yes.
sit flat. That is so important with elastic.
Yeah.
And that's what you do. and
Okay,
that's-
brilliant. Right, now we've got 3 minutes left, so we're not going to make the shirt, but we're just going to talk. You're going to talk me through the shirt, yeah,
Like the
Janice?
shirts, what I did with the shirts,
Again, all the pattern pieces are in the
I've
book, aren't they?
actually done.
Oh, you've already done most of it.
I actually overlocked, again, they said zigzag, I
Yeah.
actually overlocked. So then I did the actual front. Now here on the in the book as well, what they don't do, when you're doing the front and folding it over, I top stitch it down.
The button wrap like this, yeah.
I top stitched it down.
Okay.
It doesn't mention that in the book.
Oh, okay.
So again, all you do, that's that way.
You're doing it the right way. You're doing the right way up there.
Side seams.
And there's your button wrap
That's
there.
your-
Hang on, boys go that
Yeah.
way, Janice.
They do, don't they? Then you actually have your collar, but you have to interface the one collar piece.
Right.
And then you have your pocket.
So if you've got your pieces here, you sew the side seams together, the shoulder seams together. You've already
Yeah.
done the front placket there.
Yeah.
You can do the hem.
Yeah, but you do the collar.
Yeah.
But also you do the stars and you do the bonding.
Oh,
The band
actually, you
web.
made the shirt on the 16th, didn't you? So,
Yeah.
so if you want to see the demonstration, like we've just done the trousers, demonstration how to make the shirt, that's on February the 16th on YouTube. Because I don't want
Yeah.
Janice, I don't want to stress Janice by saying, what you do here, what you do there. You can watch it all on there.
And it's nice because you've got the star on the shoulder,
Oh,
you've got
so-
the star
yeah.
on the pocket.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Yeah.
So you've got the star on the opposite side
Yeah.
to your...
So you'd put that
stars.
detailing on before you make the sleeve up, wouldn't you, while it's on the flat?
And then you've got the star that side and the star
Yeah.
that side.
And then the
And
little
then-
pocket on the
and
front
little
there.
pocket on the front. But the pocket on the front...
Wait, Janice, don't take it off me. Yeah, there you go.
The pocket on the front has got a little press stud on.
Oh, it's got a press stud rather than an
so
actual
it's an
buttonhole.
actual pocket.
Oh.
So, but you could do a buttonhole on the front of the pocket if you wanted to,
Yeah.
couldn't you? So they're lovely, aren't they? I just think they're lovely.
You're getting
And the
a bit
buns are
broody.
web and that, oh no. I've done my stink, John.
Oh.
But they're lovely.
Aren't they
They're
gorgeous?
just so pretty. So,
Okay.
but, you know, when you think £15, I know it's your time, but you have enjoy doing it.
Exactly.
So I only think of it costing £15 what the fabric's costing. I
Well,
never think of the time.
Exactly,
Do you
and
know
the
what I
abuse
mean?
that you give Martin when
That's
you're doing it, yeah.
And the abuse.
Right, so we're done on this side now. I'm going to go over then and do bundles.
Okay.
Now, you're in next weekend, aren't
Yeah,
you?
and I'm going to go with my hair.
Oh, yes. Now, I
I'm
was
not
asking
gonna
what
be boring.
projects you did, nothing about your hair. So you're doing a quilt?
Yes.
A big quilt?
Big quilt. A blouse over the weekend.
Hang on, so next weekend you're on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
So you've got a quilt and a
quilt,
blouse.
A blouse, a bag. And what's the fourth thing I'm doing? I'm trying to think. Oh, the organiser, which is nice.
You've got an awful lot to do then, Janice.
I know.
Go.
I'm going. Don't
right.
you worry. See you soon.
Take care of yourself. Right.
Bye-bye.
So, Hannah. Book. Home Sewn Nursery. $14.99. Lovely, 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 lovely little book. Oh, excuse me. I've got a bit sniffly there. £14.99. Lovely projects you've just seen. Clothes, toys, bibs, all little skittles and everything like that. Okay. So that's it at £14.99. Got 3 bundles left to show you. Green one first. Most popular now, this one. Okay, green and blue gingham bundle. £14.49. We also get the foliage green there, half a metre. 2 threads. £14.99. £14.49, sorry, £14.49. And as Janice said, if you do, okay, you're not going to include your time, but you wouldn't be able to buy trousers and a shirt like that. Individually made, custom made, £14.49, would you, in the shops? Pale blue or light blue. You've got the gingham, pale blue gingham, which we have to remind Wayne not to send back to the warehouse because it's got a great big piece cut out of it. And we've got the half a metre of the pale blue there and the 2 threads, £14.49. And last but not least is the aeroplane. Oh, now there's lots and lots of the aeroplane bundling basket. So you get a metre of the aeroplane and you get half a metre of the lovely ocean blue and you get 2 threads. £14.49. Excuse me, I thought you were going.
I am, in a bit. You know, you told me you were on a diet.
Yeah.
I bought you half an egg.
Where's the other half?
You got, that's what I'm saying. It's only half an egg.
Thank you. Now,
On a diet.
it's a stunning milk chocolate egg made from the finest Ghanaian
Ghanaian.
chocolate cocoa beans. Oh, Janice,
And it's
thank
got an
you.
elephant on it.
And it's got an elephant, look.
But it's only half an egg because you told me you were on a diet.
Have you eaten the other half? Did Martin get the other half?
That's okay.
Thank you ever so much, Janis. I'll see you in a week.
See you in a week.
I've got to go. CL's back with that lovely kimono. Ooh. See you in 3 minutes.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts. Join us on Saturday the 31st of March when we have master quilter Lucy Brennan in the studio as part of our spectacular Easter event. Lucy is bringing a floral fiesta to the Sewing Quarter when she teaches us how to create Pam Lintot's Flower Power Quilt. At 11 a.m. we'll learn how Lucy creates stunning triangular petal shapes to produce a bouquet of spring flowers all framed in contrasting floral fabrics for an eye-catching finish. We've got 3 gorgeous colourways to choose from, ranging from oranges to blues, purples and greens, so tune in to catch Lucy's expertise on how to make this blossoming quilt yourself. Make sure you don't miss Lucy on Saturday the 31st of March at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. Fall in love with florals when Jo Carter shares an exciting new quilt with us, the Hexagon Garden by Pam and Nikki Lintott. On Thursday the 5th of April, Jo Carter will show you how she uses English paper piecing to intricately weave hexagons together on this stylish quilt, and as you can see, the results are mesmerising. We've put together a selection of bundles for you to make your own quilt at home. Choose from the pastel pop of Joel Dewberry's Atrium design roll, or add a touch of midnight glamour with Amy Butler's Night Music design roll kit. So make sure you tune in on Thursday the 5th of April at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
We wanted to let you know that it's almost time to retune your TV to make sure you can keep on watching Sewing Quarter. To retune your device, you just need to follow a few simple steps. First of all, press Menu on your device, or on some TVs this might be the Home button. Then press Settings and choose the Setup option. Once you are on Settings, select the Retune option. Your box should then start retuning. Once your device has finished tuning, you're good to go. If you couldn't make it work, or if you have any problems trying to retune, visit digitaluk.co.uk/retune. When it's all finished, you'll be able to carry on watching Sewing Quarter without a hitch. We'll see you on air soon.
We have some amazing news and we just can't wait to share it with you. Sewing Quarter will no longer just be on in the morning for Freeview viewers. We are going to repeat our morning shows on Freeview 78 in the afternoon. We will still be bringing you 4 hours of unique and exciting sewing TV daily, but with the added benefit of repeating the full 4 hours from 12 p.m, ending at 4 in the afternoon. And as an exclusive special treat, we'll be kickstarting our longer Freeview airtime with an 8-hour spectacular show on Wednesday the 4th of April. That's right, we'll be live for a full 8 hours, bringing you the most fabulous day of sewing projects, tips and techniques. You won't want to miss out on this. So tune in on Wednesday the 4th of April for our flagship show, live from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. And remember, from the 5th of April onwards, Sewing Quarter will be repeating our standard 4-hour shows in the afternoon, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Brand new fabrics. Look at this, isn't this gorgeous? Da, 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 da. You see, now I see this like lingerie, like, you know, kind of swanning downstairs, making yourself a cup of tea, going back to bed. CO, where's this skirt partying in? And I said, is it not a bit cold? She went, I do wear a vest underneath it, John. And a leggings, a sporty leggings. Isn't it beautiful, though? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The pattern itself comes from CL's book. If you watched before, you'll have seen this book many, 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 many times, even before CL came to work with us. But I'll go through the book more with you when I'm over there with CL. But it's a fantastic book because what you get both of these sections. Yours will be brand new and not tatty around the edges like mine is. So many projects, so many lovely projects in here from the Great British Sewing Bee, or inspired by. Well, now CL, just so you didn't know, was the sewing producer. Have to get that right. Now, is this the blue skirt that Deborah Sims goes on about all the time? Yes, exactly. That's Hannah's favourite party outfit. Anyway, her boyfriends are photographed in this book, her would-be. So the 3-hour slouchy cardigan, you've seen that before. CL was wearing this dress the very first time I met her. Weren't you? Mm-hmm. Just so you know. She wasn't drunk either or anything that time. She was quite polite. That time, yeah. Mm-hmm. She had a very raucous friend with her called Sue, though. Here's one of Hannah's boyfriends. Oh, there he is. Anyway, it's a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic book. And the kimono is in there. And you get all the patterns you need here. There's 30 projects, and I can't remember how many patterns. 5 full-size pattern sheets full of so many patterns in there. So, the book is $21.99. I'll go through that more with you when we go over. Look, she even gets her name on the graphics now. These two fabrics. These two fabrics. Now, well, look. This is obviously a metre that I'm wafting here. We have got loads of it, but the amount of people who are putting it in their baskets straight away, it is black floral Korean silk touch. It's silk touch satin fabric. It's not silk, it's 100% polyester. But look, can I come round to the front of the table? I'm just gonna let it waft because look at this. Look at the waftability of this. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at the print. It's like a photograph, isn't it? But look at that price. Look at the price. $3.99 for half a metre. Now, it's 57 inches wide. It's 100% polyester. Now, if you're new to us, this is half metre, $3.99 for half metre. So if you're buying on the web and it says where it comes to quantity, if you just put 1 unit in, you'll get half a metre. If you put 2 units in, obviously you'll get a metre. And onwards like that. So $3.99 for half metre. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it? I'm just thinking of all the different things that you could make with this. Do you know what I mean? Because it's gorgeous as a fabric itself. But can you imagine using that to line? Or do you know what would be brilliant? You know the reversible jacket that we do? You could have a much more stable fabric on the outside, this one on the inside, so you can see the lining area, and then turn it into a summer jacket with this. I just think it's exquisite. Oh, right, multiple meters are flying out the door. Not just going into baskets, but being checked out as well. Haven't even shown you the second one yet, have I? Oh, it's lovely. Now, I'm just trying to work out how to explain. It's got a silk satin finish. It's got a silk satin feel. It's lightweight. Yes, of course you can. You'd be able to iron it. Just don't put a hot iron in it. That's right, isn't it? You could iron this. Oh, yeah, and use a Teflon pressing cloth. Yeah, exactly. I just think it's gorgeous. That print is stunning, isn't it? Hannah keeps going on about the butterflies. I can't see any butterflies.
That's the next fabric.
It's what? No, she said there's a butterfly on here. Are you sure you're not seeing the piece of fabric underneath it? White flower. Oh, it looks like a leaf. No, that's a moth. It's not a moth. Don't moths have 2 wings and butterflies have 4? Isn't that right? Am I talking rubbish now? I did Badgeley level as well. Here's the butterfly. Here's the butterfly, so you can see. There's the butterfly. It's a red admiral, but it's not red. It's not a moth. Well, no, if it was a moth, there wouldn't be a kink there. Isn't that right? I'm sure I'm right. I astound myself sometimes with the rubbish that is kept up here. Anyway, if you are putting it in your basket, you do need to check out. Right, we have got loads and loads and loads of it, but loads and loads and loads has been checked out already. It's beautiful, isn't it? Okay, let me move on. Because I think if you like butterflies, this is more, you see, I can see the butterfly on this one. Now, Hannah, can you see the butterfly? Oh, from a distance, it looks like flowers. Right, stay there, stay there. Oh, nearly. Doesn't it look like flowers from a distance? Come on in, come on in. Look. Keep coming out because you'll see all the lovely colours in there. Again, $3.99. Exactly the same fabric, but it's called Butterflies on Black. $3.99. Isn't it lovely? Look. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'll just show you the way it drapes. Oh, look. Look at me. Salome. Dance the 7 veils, me. Oh, it takes me out to that party. Do you remember on all that costume? I won't tell you. No, not that was the see-through Mac. Oh, I found the photos of that. I found the photos of that this week. Yeah, if you're new, you'll have to wait till I retell the stories. Oh, do you know what you can make? Do you know you can make the most beautiful, like, butterfly winged... Oh. Anyway, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I need to warn you, right? They will sell out. They will sell out. It's just gone completely crazy. It's gone completely and utterly crazy. And we haven't even started making anything yet, so let's go and make something. There's the kimono. Right, I'll leave it in between. Oh, now, before we get on with the kimono, we just need to show you something very quickly from CL's last hour. Because remember we said, isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Very quickly, very quickly. Just something we wanted to show you from the Badgeley Mishka dress earlier.
Okay, so if I just turn this, can you see they've got a little line for petite?
Yes.
So all that's going to do is just shorten the length through this kind of key body point, which is like your rise.
Yeah.
And you just bring that up there, and it's got one line and a little arrow telling you exactly how to do it. And then you pin that little fold, or stick it.
Yes.
And now that's a petite version.
Was there a same line on the top as well?
Yes.
So if you're like you and your top is regular and your bottom, no, not your bottom, your bottom half is petite.
Then I would only do the bottom half. So you can make it really adjustable.
Sorry. Respect to the guests, John. Yes, exactly. I'll just show you. Have you got a picture of the dress? Will you show the dress? This is the dress we made earlier, the Badgeley Mishka dress. On the pattern, it says petite, right? The actual pattern itself is regular, but to make it petite, you've got those petite lines that you can move on both the bodice and on the skirt, but they need to be in the right place. You can't just shorten them off because of the proportions that I was saying earlier. Perfect.
Would be on a sleeve as well if we had a sleeve.
Oh,
so
yes,
every
yes,
pattern.
yeah. Oh, what? Right. Okay, this fabric
has not sold out.
Not yet. Over 100's gone. Over 100's gone. So that's did I have 200? You say? Oh, okay. But half. Oh, so over half of it's gone, right? And more. 150 now. 150 is now gone. So please be careful. Please be careful. Right.
It's lovely,
do you want to do anything with it here, or shall I move it back
I'm
there
just
for now?
feeling it.
Okay. You see, I can see you on Sunday morning coming down for your breakfast.
That'd be a bit
sashaying.
cold. I think
in your own house, not in here. I don't mean here. Oh, well, no, I've just got here for the taxi.
I'd have to wear a little kind of romper suit underneath.
Yeah.
I think it would...
Oh, those running trousers. It's the marathon soon.
Have we got... the one thing I wanted to talk about first is the pattern sheet. Have we got...
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Make sure it's there. I thought I'd taken it out earlier. Just have a check.
I
see if it's there.
think Wayne had a tidy.
Yes. Do you remember which? Oh, it says on each sheet what's in it, doesn't it? Have you got the right one there? Jumpsuit, camisole top, casual trousers. No, it's not on this one. Oh no, here we go. Pencil skirt,
No.
3 hours.
Oh, kimono jacket.
Kimono jacket, there we go. When it's a brand new one as well, so it
Oh,
looks
nice.
You get all of these. No, you're not having them.
Don't
And now
you
I've sussed out what she's like. Right, so you get all of these patterns with the book.
Okay, so there's 2 versions of this cardie. So we've done the slouchy, which is knitted, yeah?
Right, hang on a sec. So the pattern is the same for the cardie, the slouch cardie,
Yeah.
and the kimono. Right, I've got questions, first of all.
Yeah.
People need to know how much fabric they should buy. They're panicking because they think it's going to all go. How much should they buy to make one of... Because it's one size, isn't it? One size fits all?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's above. No, it goes in extra small, medium, and large.
Right.
And it's kind of roomy. So I think it's about 2.5 metres.
Okay.
And it's a nice wide cloth, so you can get
and
that.
also the fabric's 57
Yeah.
inches wide. So,
Yeah.
so how much? 2.5 metres?
Yeah,
5 units. That's still good because it's only £4 a unit, isn't it?
I'd have to double check.
Yeah.
So
Buy 3 just to be on the... No. 2.5 should be fine.
make yourself a nightie to go under that for when you come down the stairs. It would make a nice little nightie.
Yeah.
Or a slip dress.
Don't wear nighties, just want to wear the lingerie coming down. Mind you, if you're in my house, you come down the stairs, it comes down the front doors, there's 2 windows outside the front door, everyone gets a full view if I come down like that. Hello! Right, go.
Okay, so
Where are we?
We have got, this is the outline of the
Cardie.
and this is the back.
Right.
So on the back, can you see we've got alternate lines here?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah.
Oof.
So we've got a bottom line that would be
Yes.
for the knitted version, the slouchy.
Yeah.
But for the kimono one, there's a bit of space needed for the band. So there's a shorter cutting line, which is this one here.
Right.
And at the top, we've got the cardie version.
Oh,
the
we're just
knitted one.
coming over to that bit now.
And then we've got the kimono version.
Can I also just say, just flicking through this book now, I've just seen 3 projects that would all be fantastic with this fabric.
Ooh, what are you thinking?
Well, I was looking for the slouchy cardie, but then I just flicked, because I was looking for the kimono, but I'll show you when I get to it. I just need to find the right page. But because... Oh, come on, John, it was just there minutes ago, not men's cargo shorts. Look. That.
Yeah.
Look gorgeous in this fabric. This is in the book. So if you've got the book, you're getting the book, this is in it. So wouldn't that little camisole top look gorgeous in that fabric? And then...
And you could lengthen that and make it into a maxi dress.
Does it tell you how to do that in here? Because look. Hannah's got that on today, but hers has got sleeves in and buttons up right to the neck with a polar neck and everything.
So it's totally different.
Yeah.
But that would be perfect for summer and festivals and
You go
cruises.
off somebody. Yes.
Oh!
Where's the kimono in here then? Can you
It
remember
would
the page?
be in the stretch section. So it is...
I found the slouch. Is it near the slouch cardie?
Yes,
I found the slouch
it's
cardie.
just behind the slouchy.
Oh, that's why then.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Yes. So there's the kimono, and there's the slouch cardie. So it's the same pattern, but the slouch cardie's got pleats across the shoulder, hasn't it? And it doesn't have the band on. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just got a kind of hemmed edge.
So you use the same pattern piece. That's why you need to chase these off. You have the same pattern piece. And like you were just explaining, you cut one line for the cardie and one line for the kimono.
Yeah. And on the front, which I'm hoping is on the back.
Oh no.
Yeah. This one's a little bit more important.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, so this is where that's the pattern piece for the band.
Yeah.
And if you look here, this is the pattern piece for the front of the kimono
Yes,
jacket.
got it. With the pleats.
With the pleats.
Yeah.
Now, we don't want the pleats.
Right.
So we've got a French curve.
Oh, hang on. Got a quick announcement for...
Is it sold out?
That's sold out.
No, I wanted some.
So I'll just... You wanted some? I've got a metre here. It's yours for a tenner.
Just to make a little slip to go underneath.
Yeah. I'll just put that over there like that, because then we can get like that. Right, Jenny says you're on form this morning. Keep it up. I thought I was being rubbish today. Everything's going wrong. Loving it. Right, okay. So this is on the slouchy cardie.
Yeah.
That's where you'd put the pleats across here, but you don't want the pleats in.
We don't. So what we need to do is, first of all, can you see that we've got another line here?
Where it says cut line for kimono jacket woven.
Yeah.
Is that what it says? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's kind of important that we make sure we put these notches on.
in, yeah.
And then up here, we don't want the little step.
Because you won't have that. You won't have any of that on.
No.
So you've got 3 would-be pleats in there.
So we got rid of those in this one to make it look more sleek.
Yes.
So I would take my curvy ruler. Let's say I want to cut the outside.
I was going to say, so which one? We're going to do
Yeah.
this size here. We're doing the extra large size.
And then I would just
even it out.
blend it out.
Perfect. I mean, you don't need to have
Little
a curvy
pencil.
ruler, but it's easy.
Yeah.
These are, when I first started, I was like, oh, I'll never use that. And you end up using it loads just to do hip lines or curved darts or waistlines and things like that. But it's just curving off the whole of the top of the pattern there.
And do you know something that I learned after having one of these for 30 years?
Well,
So when you make a skirt, you've got all these numbers down the side.
yeah, they're inches, aren't they?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the numbers are. So when you fitted it and you've done all your marks on your twirl, you lay the curve and you find the bit that best suits your curve from waist to hip, and you make a note of the number, and you make a note of the number where it hits the hip, and the next time you do a skirt,
that's your hip.
that's your curve. Isn't
Oh,
that?
I hadn't even thought about that. 'Cause I just draw it different every
I
time.
just thought it was like a ruler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
There you go. So how long did you have yours? 30 years? Well, I'm only 39, so obviously I hadn't had mine for 30 years.
Well, you
but-
started, you were a prodigy, weren't
Yeah,
you?
child. Right, okay.
Okay.
So you carry on, you carry on.
I mean, I'm not going to mark your new sheet, but
You can if you want. You just have to send us another one.
I haven't got any more.
Oh, right.
Sometimes I would go around and I'd make a note because I've got multi-pieces here.
Yes.
And it will help me when I trace.
Yes.
So I use a highlighter and I select the sizing. So this is extra small, which is probably 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 14-ish.
Yes.
Yeah? So
Well, as you say, it's a
kind of
roomy, it's a roomy top, isn't it?
Yeah. And then once I've traced all of that, we can start chopping.
So how many pieces are there then?
We've got, in total, we've got 3 pieces for the body.
Yes.
So 2 fronts and a back.
And a back, yeah.
And then we've got 4 pieces for the band.
Right, so this band has all, you don't need to adapt this because that's not for the cardie, it's only for the kimono.
only
So
for the
when
kimono.
you've cut that new line there, this will fit. This will, and then you rip your pattern then, this will fit to it, won't it? Because you've cut it off at the line you're supposed to cut off there. So there's no adaptation on the kimono. Right.
That's all good to go.
Okay, brilliant.
All right.
I've got another announcement. The butterfly fabric.
Has that sold out?
How many you cut off completely then, sorry? 15 metres. 15 metres of the butterfly, that's it now. That's all I've got left. Right. I know, brand new today. Brand new today. Right, okay. So, you don't need this, do you? I'll give that away to put away.
So the first thing I want to talk about, obviously, it's got a beautiful hand and it's very, very drapey.
Yes.
And some people are a bit scared of cutting out sort of slippery fabrics.
It's like liquid mercury, isn't it? It kind of moves everywhere. Yeah.
And so if I could have your metre of slippery fabric just to show.
Oh, you have this one. You have this one.
Great. You meant to put that there, didn't you?
Yeah, so that's why it's there.
So I have a little trick for using slippery fabrics.
Right.
We are just going to put this on a regular fold along its length, so selvage to selvage.
Yeah.
And
are you all right? You manage.
yeah, I just want to see my fold. So when I'm working out my grain, if my fold is twisted, then it's off grain.
Yes.
So see, this is...
Which most of the time it is, because the people cutting it, not just here, anywhere you get fabric from, sliced across the fabric, is it's not necessarily on the straighter grain. And also, we're saying this fabric moves.
Oh, yeah,
so when
absolutely.
the person who's cutting it for you to buy, it's going to move, isn't it? When they cut?
And so now that I know which bit goes to which bit, I would pin all of my selvages together. It's a little bit laborious, but it's worth it for a tricky fabric.
No, because there's nothing worse than when you've got your pattern pieces and they're all sliding all over the place.
And you can kind of really notice if you get this off grain.
Yeah.
So I pin all the way along there, And then, just make sure this is still nice and flat.
Yeah.
I get myself a nice straight edge, like a mat or the edge of my table, and I stick this with sellotape.
Sellotape?
Yeah, or Scotch
washi
Magic,
tape
or
Scotch
washi
tape,
tape.
or whatever, yeah.
Any kind of tape.
But you don't want one that's got too much red. Oh, it doesn't matter because it's not where you're cutting, is it?
No.
So it doesn't matter.
So it just anchors this, and then that allows you to just smooth up.
Of course.
And then I might use a can of beans or pattern weights, and I'll just anchor that end. Oh, we've got some pattern weights.
I've got pattern weights here.
There we go. So I probably wouldn't sellotape the fold because we are going to use that.
Yes, exactly.
But you can just really carefully prepare this.
Yeah, well, you could sellotape here and you could sellotape here because you know
Yeah.
that none of that is actually going to be in your pattern piece
That's
itself.
probably where I'd wait. It's that
Yes,
end,
yeah.
and then I'd wait the other end.
Yes,
And then another little trick is micro serrated scissors.
yes.
I'm not going to cut.
No, please don't, because that's my piece.
But
all right, okay. Why?
I've got a
why-
piece I can show you later.
Yes. Why are they so special?
The micro serration kind of grips the fabric and holds it as you're cutting, so you get a lot less
Yes.
slip. And I don't know if you know about this brand. Do you know anything about Kai?
Oh, here we go. Prim, go on.
No. But Kai is a Japanese brand.
Oh, I thought they were Prim. Sorry.
They are Prim.
Oh, okay.
Prim have a license. Do you know who else they make things
Oh, here we
for?
go. No, you're putting me on the spot now. No idea.
They make samurai swords.
Oh, well, of course I'm going to know that, aren't I? Of course.
I didn't know that till recently. But like, if you're going to have a pair of scissors, samurai sword maker is probably a good.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was kind of awesome when I found
No, that is fantastic.
I haven't known very long.
No.
Yeah, so that's they're my tips. For,
Okay. Have you finished with these?
Yeah.
Then? Okay.
Perfect.
So scissors were $39.99. Really, really good buy. And then the weights we've done already, so I'll put those away now.
Okay, and here's
And
your.
I'll watch the pins in there.
Yeah.
I'll put that away. My fabric away. Okay.
Do you want my magnet?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. How many did you put in?
Not many.
No. Otherwise, Wayne will scratch himself when he puts it away. There we go. There we go. Right. So how am I doing fabric wise, stock wise? Oh, they've gone.
Everything's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So the book's still available. We've sold so many of these books, I can't tell
But
you.
you've got loads of fabrics that you could also do this project with.
Oh, on the website?
Yeah. So if you look for anything that's lightweight, you've got some viscose, you've got even a really lightweight cotton you could do this in.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be this slippery fabric, guys. It's just a really nice way to kind of show the shape. So this is the back.
Okay, Hannah's asking a silly... No, not a silly...
No
she
silly
said,
question.
is this a silly question? Could she use the crepe from earlier?
She could.
Oh, but it would make a completely different garment,
It
wouldn't
would
it?
definitely be an evening rather than a
But you
lingerie.
know what? If
I
you know
think-
the dress we made earlier,
Yeah.
if you didn't fancy the cape on that,
Yeah.
you could make the sheath dress and then create one of those,
Yeah.
because then you could arrive and just, you know, when you get on that dance floor, Hannah, like you do, just toss the cape to one side. Right, okay, let's go on with it, because we're halfway through the hour already.
All right, so we've got a back,
Yes.
and you want to stabilise this back curve with a bit of interfacing or your
We've
former
got,
band.
now, Hannah, we haven't got former band in the building, have we?
But you've got it.
We'll show a picture of it in a second.
Yeah.
I'll put that there, just in case you want.
Then I have got my two front pieces. Now, can you see there's a pin there?
Yes.
That's because,
You can't, if you see it at home, there's a pin in there. Yeah.
yeah, I may have forgotten to cut my notches. So I was just reminding myself which was the shoulder.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that one goes there, and this one goes there.
Right.
And I'm just going to start pinning this, so you can see the shape of the jacket. It's
So,
kind
well,
of
that's it,
pretty.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the jacket, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
the
no.
kimono.
And just a little trick for pinning this fabric,
Yeah.
because it's slightly on the bias and it's slippery.
And it's slippery.
I want to ease these two edges
We don't
together.
give you easy. I mean, I'm not saying it's difficult, but you don't get any of the easy ones, do
I
you?
picked this one.
Oh, did you? Well, there you go. It's your fault then.
But I didn't realise it. I thought it would be in a viscose.
Well, we're not saying you can't make it as
No,
this,
no.
but it is. Yeah, you've got 35, well, less than that, 30 minutes to make this now.
No, but wait till we come to the next bit.
Yes.
But when I was doing the first one, it seemed like this doesn't match. And then I put the paper back together and it definitely does. So it's because it's kind of moving. So I really want to constrain this. But I don't want to stabilise it with interfacing because then it wouldn't drape on the body.
Yeah.
So I am going to anchor either end.
Yeah.
And can you see I've used parallel pins?
Yes.
I don't want to put pins that mark my satin, and then I'm just going to find the centre, which should have a notch on it.
Yes. Oh, that notch there?
Yeah, the imaginary one. So,
But this is why it's important for you to put your notches in your fabric. This is your pattern, isn't it? It's your book, so it's kind of, you've made it several times. If you do it the first time, really make sure you've got your notches in the right place.
Yeah, I just was being too speedy.
Yes.
So I'm going to pin all the way along, and you can see that it's all kind of sitting together. There's a bit of ease on there. Yeah. So when you come to use the sewing machine on this fabric, you really need a brand new 70 needle.
I've given you one of those, haven't I?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I've popped it in, but don't think you can just use your trusty needle that you've been making some bags.
Your English paper piece, or your foundation paper piece.
Because it's just going to eat it.
When you buy a box, a little packet of sewing machines, either from us or anywhere else, they usually have a 70, an 80, a 90, I think it's an 8, a 10, a 12, size it up like that. Always use the finest one. It's like the one you use for silks and chiffons and things like that. But then when you finish the project, take that one out because you don't want to be using that fine one on your toy making or anything like that.
And then you can use it again. So I just pop it back in the box. Actually, I would probably use a 60, but...
Oh, we haven't got 60.
I know, but I can't thread it anymore. And I don't know
but if you get one of our shishi machines, you've got to think
even with that, I struggle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just pin the underarm seam.
Oh, okay. So it's like it's almost like a dolman.
Yes. There's a bit of a theme in the book.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, I've not noticed that.
Well,
Has everything got a dolman sleeve?
No, the drapey dress has got...
Oh, yes, yeah.
It was because we did some Japanese patterns, so we were kind of looking at those sort of shapes.
From Tilk. Thank you, John and Claire-Louise, for your shows today. Just what I needed. Oh,
Aww.
Penny, thank you.
Okay, so sort of get the gist, yeah? And I did try French seaming this.
Say that again.
I tried doing a French seam because it
did
does
you?
fray,
Yeah.
and it made the seam too rigid. It just didn't kind of move. So I suggest just doing a regular 1.5 centimetre seam allowance, trim, and then zigzag or overlock.
Does it fray?
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
It looks like it wouldn't fray, but yeah.
I know, but it does kind of fray in some places.
If you got an overlocker, would you just overlocker them together?
Well,
Oh.
you can make the whole thing on the overlocker.
Well, you could, yes.
Yeah. That would be like a half an hour show, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to sew that. Is that okay?
Oh, all right, then, fine.
Because I want to talk to you about the neckband.
Have you got one you've already sewn?
I've got one that I've partially sewn, and I've also... so this morning when we arrived,
Yes.
I was talking to you about how it's quite easy to get this mixed up.
Uh-huh.
And then I've just sewed it back to front 3 times.
Okay. Well, Claire from the Midlands has messaged in, not here, through the email. Oh, nothing to do with sewing. Okay, put a penny in with the tulips and they'll last longer. It's the daffodils I'm worried about. They've got to last till Monday and they won't.
Wow.
Sorry, Claire.
Okay, so the band that goes around the kind of outside that finishes off the hem is made of 4 pieces.
Okay.
And
there's the band going round the front there. And it goes all the way round. It goes right the way round. Turn it around here. It goes right... Oh, you can't see it's underneath the table. It goes right the way round and then back up and round the back of the neck. Like a kimono, like a traditional kimono would have the extra little bit going all the way around like that.
so I'm just looking for my notches.
Oh, you did them in this then?
Yeah. So we've got these front edges.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 notches that marks the shoulder. Then we've got this little neck piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it tell you how to do all of this in the book?
Yeah.
So if you'd read your book during the prep, you wouldn't have got it wrong 3 times, maybe.
If I hadn't been speed sewing when I'm... Yeah. and had to put all my notches
Yes.
in.
All right. Going on.
I know.
It's only day 2.
So then we've got this bit.
Okay, that's going to look really odd. So this is the back of the neck. No, this is the front. That's the other front. That's the back of the neck, and that's
the
your,
back
round
hem.
your bottom.
Yeah. And what's really important is that the widest edge
Yes.
is lined up with these wide curved edges.
Right. You see, in the book, you've made it easier for yourself because you've made it
In
a different, completely different colour.
Yeah.
So you could see where it goes. So I'll just show you in the book here. You see the around the bottom of the kimono there. This is what we're talking about. It goes all the way up. Is there a front picture as well of this?
No, I think they only did the one shot of that one.
Oh yeah, but it goes all the way round. Oh, they've gone to the carton. But does it explain about this? I'm just looking for.
Yeah, there's a little.
Oh yes, down there. Yeah.
That's those steps, and then if you go past there, we've got some diagrams.
This plaster's getting on my nerves. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, there you
there
go.
we go.
Yeah. So that's what we've just shown you on the table there. Little tip there, and then how to actually attach it going around there. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah. So the best way to do is to start with the lower edge.
Yes.
So I know that this needs to join to there.
Oh, so now it looks like it's all going in the wrong direction
Yeah.
because it's like when you sew binding together, isn't it?
Exactly.
Things like that.
And so there's a notch on these pieces,
Yeah.
whereas there wasn't one on my other pieces.
Yeah.
So these are a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance. So that's that seam. And then...
Go on. Now, you know our polyester linings that we were showing earlier?
Yeah.
Could you use those for this little bit here, or would you use it just for the inside, maybe, of this
I
bit?
could use them because you could put some interfacing on and that would bring it up. But actually, I'm actually going to show you that on the next bit.
Oh, okay, perfect. Sorry.
So if you wanted a kind of colour contrast,
Yeah.
I think the satin, the linings will work quite well. They're not satin, are they? They're
No,
matte.
they're still polyester, but they're anti-static. They're
Yeah.
not, but they're not satin, no.
There we go. So that forms that part.
Right. That's it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, look, there's your bottom. So that sit underneath your bottom cheeks there.
And then we match these up
Yeah.
with the notches. So you've got an outside version of this,
Yes.
and then a facing version.
Oh, that's what, yes, obviously, because it's double-sided
Yeah.
around here. That's what I was wondering, see. So whether you made this one in the same fabric as
Yeah.
your kimono, and then that one inside
lining.
in a lining fabric, or indeed like you've done,
Yeah.
using the same fabric.
And then we pin that like that. I've done it again, John.
Have you done it again? Yeah. Why? Because did you want it to be?
I want this lower edge to be that way round.
I've just unpinned this bit like that and turn it around like that. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go, guys.
All right.
I've clearly got a little mental block about that, haven't I?
So, why do you need... Oh, no. Why do you need... So, the longest edge on the inside, then?
Yeah, because that circumference goes
Yes.
around like that, and that one sits closer to the body.
Oh, okay.
So that's what kind of holds the shape and stops it
Yes,
flapping
just
around.
becoming another dressing gown.
Yeah. So now we should be in the right spot.
Well, at least you've done it 3 times before this morning, so you know what to do.
But I've never done it before.
Oh.
I think
I
it's...
blame Janice. 'cause
No,
Janice was talking
I
to you.
think it's because I was talking to Hana about the discussions we were having when we were doing the book, and people saying they don't fit,
Yes.
they don't fit. And anyway, I've just done that. So it's one kind of continuous loop.
Yes.
It's going to go all the way around
Hang
the
on.
body.
Have we got a twist now?
Yeah, we might have a twist. But I'm not going to stitch this.
No,
one.
that's fine.
Okay?
So you're basically
No,
going to...
no twist.
Oh, no twist, no twist. Do you sew the two together
Yeah,
to make almost like the casing, like a binding already?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a sort of...
It's not even a placket, is it? But anyway,
Yeah, like a band.
yes.
So I'm just going to set that to one side. And so I've got the lining.
So yeah, so basically, like we were just saying, you have two pieces. You either do the front and the back in the same fabric, or what you've done is you've cut one section in the butterfly and one section in the blue. So you're going to have a blue stripe going round the inside of your thing.
Or we could put it on the outside if we fancied.
Yeah.
Not convinced?
I wouldn't.
No?
I've got to run through these very quickly. So we've got
Okay.
the jade, which is the one we used to line the dress with earlier. If you're watching, this is jade. Anti-static lining, £1.40. I'm going to be totally and utterly honest here. I'd like this on the inside, but I think the quality of this isn't as gorgeous as the quality of that one. So if you put it on the outside, it might look that you've like, oh, I've run out of the butterfly, so I'll shove some blue on. Whereas if you just put it on the inside, then it looks like the lining and it's absolutely fine. It's just me being totally honest now. Just me being very honest with you. Okay? Hannah's humping that still. What colour next? Whichever. Cerise. Yes. Cerise. We'll do cerise next. That's the bright. You see, that would look nice. Oh, that would look lovely.
Ooh.
That would be gorgeous. Just on the inside. Do you know what I mean?
It's a little pop.
Yeah, a little pop up. Cerise. Sid cerise. £1.49 for half a metre. Then I've also got the maroon. You see, in 1978, that would have been called burgundy, wouldn't it? It's not that you'd remember, of course.
Neither can you.
No. But I did history of fashion at college. And we covered 1979. I tell you what's terrifying is when people put pictures on Facebook of your youth. Right?
Yeah.
And they look like I went on a drama course, as we all know, in the late 70s, early 80s. And they look like period photo. You know, like they look like a history book. And you're like, and then someone said, we all were doing a fencing class, right? And we all had our shorts on. And somebody's, because obviously we're old enough to have children, somebody's child went, oh, Mum, why did the boys wear such short shorts in those days? And we're wearing the tiniest little micro shorts. Anyway, Air Force Blue. Air Force Blue, there it is. Sorry, I'll get a move on there. Then I've got the mauve, or mauve. There you go. Then I've got the pale blue. I've got black, white, and navy as well, but they're all on the website. For some reason, is it the white or the black that's at £1.99? But it's £1.49. There you go, pale blue. Right. So go back to the mink.
Okay. So we've got our lining version.
Yes.
And we've got our outside version.
Okay. We've got about 10 minutes left of this.
Have we?
Oh, only because we've got to go and talk about over there, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to speed sew all the way around the outside.
And this is the last. At home, don't speed sew this.
No.
At home, take your time doing this.
The thing is, it's a nice, easy make.
Yes.
So enjoy it.
Yes.
Like, it's a nice fabric to sew with.
Be nice in like a velvet, a very, very like a panne velvet, lightweight velvet, wouldn't it? Impossible to sew, but really lovely in a panne velvet.
Yeah.
Oh.
But there's some really nice stretch velvets around at the moment.
Oh, are there?
Yeah. You want to get some in.
You have to get some in, yeah, exactly. I just remember doing a whole show. It wasn't Midsummer Night's Dream, and all the ladies' dresses made out of panne velvet, and they just, if you don't know, pan velvet is a very fine velvet, like a drapey fabric. But when you cut it, it rolls up like that. So if you're cutting a panel out like that, as you're cutting it, the fabric is rolling up next to you and everything, and then that you really have to let hang for days and days and days because it just grows.
So just going all the way around the widest edge. So I'm,
The outside edge.
I'm pinning that outside
Okay.
edge. And then, so I'm going to stitch this and bag it all out.
Yes.
And then I'm going to understitch.
And then do what?
Understitch it.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't want the edge, like anything, you don't want the inside to roll to the
To roll to
outside.
the outside, yeah, exactly. No, you wouldn't, because it would spoil it, wouldn't it? Just top stitch it. Yeah, no, you'd ruin it if you top stitched it. But having said that, on some fabrics, if you used a slightly stiffer, not a stiff cotton, but a slightly stiffer cotton, it'd be quite nice to have maybe a top stitch logo around it, just to make it very 1920s, isn't it? Because that you did those coats with the big cuffs and the big hems in the 1920s.
Get some
I don't remember those.
Sure. So we're going to whiz all the way around.
Yes, you are.
Say we, I mean
yes,
me.
I'll watch. I haven't got any fabric to sell you, see. She bought all the fabric. Oh, hang on. Sorry, just missed. Does the kimono need lining? No, Pen. Look. So this is the actual fabric here. So you don't need to line it. You see, you've just got your fabric there, because if you lined it, it'd be too heavy. All we were saying was, you see this cuff that goes all the way around the outside here? You could do what Claire-Louise has done there, Ciel's done there, and use your real fabric on there, and then a lining fabric, just so you get a flash of cerise or a flash of a different colour. Or you could do like we have here and just use the same fabric on both sides. It just depends what you want, really. All I was saying was, so you don't line the whole thing with it. And if you want to, if you've got another fabric like that, you could just do a different fabric in the band all the way around front.
So just speed sewing.
Do what you say?
I'm just speed sewing.
So you speed sew. Now, you know, Hannah said she would like to make them out the crepe. I've got the crepes from earlier. How are you doing there? Just what you say.
Yeah.
I've got 4 different colours. Jade first.
So I might want the iron soon.
It's on.
Great.
So, there's the jade. Oh, no, that's it. No, wrong.
Emerald, isn't it?
What? No, it's jade, but she put the lining fabric in. The computer's doing whatever. Do you know your messages that come through? Most of them won't come through, and then when Hannah presses on the button to send it through, it just chooses a message to send through. It's not sending the right message through. Anyway, so 6.49 for half a metre. Remember, we're selling half a metre, 60 inches wide, gorgeous triple cape. That would be an evening cape, more than a coming down to make your breakfast cape, wouldn't it? So that's the. You see, it's based on a kimono, but it's like a cape, isn't it? It's like if you look, you've got your dolman sleeves there and everything.
It is very 20s, isn't it?
Thank you.
I hadn't thought about that.
Hannah's tried to correct me upstairs. Which colour next, quickly? Oh. Mauve. Yes, mauve. 6.49, beautiful. Now, those are the 2 colours I was meant to have today. These are the colours I'm not allowed, right? I've got the maroon. You'd buy 2.5 metres. 5 units, yeah. Okay, very quickly. And last but not least, the Air Force Blue, which is gorgeous, which is the one a certain designer wants to take home with her today.
Are you allowed to do that?
I've done it now, it's too late, it's live. So if it was recorded, they'd go back, don't do that, do it again. I'd have to be all polite then, wouldn't I? It's live, nothing they could do about it. They can sack me when I walk off. But
they wouldn't sack you.
It's Good Friday, isn't it? It's gone now.
National treasure.
Come on.
You're a national treasure.
Yeah, antique more like. What's the matter, Hannah? We're doing the understitching now.
Just understitching. So I'm not going to do this all
no
the way.
Pressing, no nothing, we just understitched it.
I'm just using my finger feels to make sure that I'm stitching the right bits.
Yeah.
So once I've gone all the way around.
Yeah, which you're not going to do, obviously.
How long have we got?
You've got about 3 minutes.
Yeah, so we're not going to go all the way around. No. Okay.
Oh, no.
Anyway, doesn't matter, because I'm not going to press the whole thing. So then...
Oh, relax then.
We're using an imaginary iron.
The light's gone off, the light's gone. Oh, no, it hasn't.
Okay.
It's on number 2.
So I would normally have a pressing cloth or some paper.
Yes, yeah, no.
So you just want to press this so that the outside rolls in.
Yes.
And...
It's working.
Yeah, just like we did with the cape, really.
Yeah.
So then, once you've gone all the way around...
Yeah.
You see how lovely an edge that gives it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then we just pop some pins, or we would tack it. And I'd probably trim any excess.
Oh, I see how you're going to put it on now. I thought you were going to do it like like a binding, so it went round and went under, but you're literally going to just stitch that as one edge.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So the thing is, when we were designing the projects, we practiced different sort of techniques.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And just kind of worked out what would be a quick, easy way. So it just gives you a nice finish. And then...
Now, if you haven't got an overlocker,
Yeah.
how would you finish that
Zigzag.
edge?
Zigzag.
Oh, just zigzag. Right.
So this is the kimono ready to receive its band.
Yes.
And you can see...
And you've got the
Yeah.
form band. Is it called form band? On the neck there, just the stabilizer form band on the stabilizer on the neckline.
because this does move and you don't want it to change shape.
Yeah.
And then you can see I've just used a zigzag.
Oh yeah, it works. Yeah, exactly.
And then obviously this isn't all completely done.
Is it not?
No. But you put your band right sides together, match up all your seams, which I'm not doing,
No.
and you match up all your notches. You just go all the way
You just
around.
stitch all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a nightmare because you're going to stitch one side on, fold the lining over, turn it under, then machine it down.
No.
Whatever, but you're just doing it all in one go, aren't you?
I tried it that way because I thought that would give it a neat finish, and it just kind of looked too overworked.
The thing is, you could do that if you were making it in a heavier fabric,
Yeah.
like a 1920s cut velvet or
Yeah.
Devore or something like that. But because this is a lightweight, flimsy, then just machine
Yeah.
it and then it's under. Yeah, exactly.
So obviously, I'm not going to pin it because it does take quite a while
Yes.
pinning all this. And
But that fits exactly.
Exactly, and you
around
want to just make sure to match all your notches,
notches.
match all your seam points, and then once you've done that, you turn that around,
And it's on.
and it's on. I mean, we did even try top stitching, but it doesn't need it.
Does-
And then you just, all three layers here,
Yeah.
we just zigzag together.
But the thing is, because all three layers are so lightweight, it's not
Yeah.
going to create a ridge or anything
No,
like
no,
that. is
no,
it?
I mean,
or you can overlock it. If you've got an overlock,
Yeah.
you could just overlock the edge there.
But not everyone has, like you said, but they're definitely...
It's my aim for everybody to have an overlocker.
Yeah, I think everyone should
I
have
think
an
it's one of those things that if you've never had one, you think, oh, I don't need one, and then you have one on the workroom table, you suddenly think, how do I live
Yeah.
without this? Okay, so we're going over there now then. Oh, okay. We've got to go over there and talk now,
Oh,
apparently. Oh,
I've
Carol
never been
sent a
over there.
message. I agree, John is a national treasure.
Ah,
The producer doesn't listen, see?
Couldn't do
We had
that,
a whole
yeah.
conversation about that earlier, about me being fired, Hannah. Can we go over now? Right. The only reason we're going over, I don't know why that bit of fabric's there, is last time CL was on,
I want him to see my leggings.
she made this.
Yeah.
On the 10th of March, we're not going to make it today. Well, you've got 10 minutes. But what we were going to say was, if you get in the book for the kimono, which also had the slouchy cardigan, which also had the dress on that you were wearing last time, is this the dress again?
No,
No,
this is-
it's another variation.
It's another dress out of there.
In here?
Yeah, this is another toile.
Yes, because I can recognise the shape of the neckline from the toile one. Is it not the same neckline that you wore last time?
No, it's actually the woven tee shift dress. I experimented using it with a knit.
Oh, well, there
So
you go.
this is my test
So,
version.
that show, on what day was it? 10th of March. Who's this? Angie, can you see the bottom screen there?
Oh,
there you go.
wow. Oh, that's amazing.
She was inspired by your show and your book.
Oh, fantastic job.
She's only been sewing for 18 months.
No.
That is a massive achievement, isn't it? I
She's a
love that
natural.
colour as well.
Yeah, it's a great colour.
I like that. She says, thank you very much for the shows. Do what? Anyone can achieve their goals, she says. What I want to know, did you go out dressed like that? Have you got your pyjama trousers?
They're not pyjama trousers, they're culottes.
Oh, they're culottes.
Or
I'm sorry.
wide leg trousers.
I do
Or maybe
apologise.
they're pyjamas.
I think they're pyjamas. Anyway, you look gorgeous. You look completely gorgeous.
It looks amazing.
I'm just going to show you the PUs that this jacket is made out of. The pattern is in here. That's loads, so that we've done lots and lots and lots out of here. 6 different kind. Mary also made the jacket out of the fabric, and she said it worked fabulously. So the colours are. Okay, I'll do my side, then you can do your side. So this is duck egg. Just wait for the graphic. Oh, got ages. Thought we were rushing. Got ages and ages.
Could have done a bit more stitching.
You could have done a bit more stitching. Do you want to go back and do a bit more stitching?
You're trying to get rid of me?
I never. No, we're going to look through the book in a minute because there's so many projects in it. So we've got this is 50% viscose, 50% PU. No leather, so don't worry if you're worried at home thinking, oh, there's bound to be something animal in there. There's not at all. That's the duck egg. This is the palest of greens. Gorgeous, gorgeous green. Lovely colour. We'll just wait for the graphics. They get very slow at this time of day. Mm-hmm. How does that make it sound like it's Hana, right? Hana said, you've made that sound like it's me not pressing the button. I said, the graphics don't work this time of day. That's the green. Then this is the navy blue.
I like that.
It's nice, isn't it, navy blue?
It would go really well with that Air Force blue crepe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you wear crepe and pleather in the same outfit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jacket, outerwear.
Yeah.
Would you not wear pleather and crepe?
I don't wear crepe very often these days, not with my figure. Then we've got the one that this jacket is made out of, this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous olive colour. I don't know what colour they actually called it.
Forest, I think it.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't think it's called forest, but
It's bottle.
Oh, it's bottle.
Bottle green.
It's not as romantic.
You're at a disadvantage. You haven't got a thing in your ear. Them telling you what to do. Then the next one, maroon, I imagine, or burgundy. Is that one called? Beautifully modelled, though. They're not my hands. If you just tuned in, you can hear my voice. They're not my hands. These are my hands, up with the plaster on the end. What's it called? Maroon. There you go, maroon.
Such a nice drape. Look.
And you know what? When we had these, we had the rose gold. The rose gold one sold out completely, didn't it? And then this is beautiful, this one, this lovely nude colour.
Might have to have
Pale pink, it's called.
Pale pink.
Pale pink, that's called. Right, let's talk about this. How long have I got? Oh, I've got about 4 or 5 minutes. This book is brilliant. We've used it so many times. Because you do get all the patterns. You get this extra little, it's more than an envelope, it's a folder full of all the patterns from the book, don't you? Yeah. So now, are these projects that were done on the Great British Sewing Bee?
Some of them are.
Some of them.
So in order for it to be a sewing bee book, it has to have projects.
Look at you picking it up and angling it for the camera and everything. In order for it to be what, sorry?
Sewing bee book has to have a certain percentage on the show.
Yeah.
So let's see. We're not going to show... so this was in series 2.
Right.
And that was the very first challenge. This is that technique I showed with the dress this morning.
Yes.
And then...
Oh, jumping ahead 20 pages.
So that's a hack of it.
Oh, okay. But in here, you've got the actual pattern, which is here in the envelope, and all the everything you need to know to make that garment, really, isn't it? And then also to hack the pattern.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So we gave them 2.5 hours to make that.
Oh, okay. I'm so glad I wasn't a contestant on this show. I think I'd have lost it a little bit.
And
was there much swearing?
No.
No?
No.
How come? Well, especially too busy, you can't even think about it, can you?
So that was from the series.
Yeah.
That was made by one of the contestants. And
that was worn by Hana, that one.
I've actually worn nearly everything in this book. I did a little 30-day challenge where I wore something every day, including the elephant.
Why?
For comic relief.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant then, isn't it?
And they've followed me around. That one.
This would be brilliant. This would be brilliant in the sold-out butterfly or floral fabric we just had. Absolutely gorgeous if you got some of that.
But even a lightweight cotton and lawn. You've got some lawn, haven't you?
Yeah.
And
we
then...
might be out of stock of the lawn at the moment.
No.
But, oh, is it on the website?
I don't know. Have you got any viscose?
We get fabrics coming in all the time. We love this, don't we?
Isn't that great? So this was an alteration challenge, and this was the winner. So this was a pair of curtains.
I was going to say, because it's called vintage curtains, max curtains, but we're not suggesting you just take your curtains down to make it. That's what it was made out of. You can use the pattern with fabrics that you want to buy.
So this one actually isn't a pattern. So not all of them you need a pattern for. So we've done some drawings.
Oh.
You get a piece of fabric, get a ruler and
It's really, when I did my pattern cutting hour, I used a Birder book and everything, and they had the most incredible way of doing a circular skirt. And they literally just got a rectangular fabric like that, the length you wanted it, and a quarter of your waist minus half an inch something. And then you just slit it like that and just spread it around. So it's basically doing what you're doing, but being able to do it with a piece of fabric to create your own pattern and everything.
Cool.
So some things don't actually have patterns. Some things it actually says, just put your fabric down and then. But that would be, exactly. Is that this one? Is that this one?
I didn't do the rounded hem and I did a higher neckline. So this one
Have you got those shoes as well?
No.
Almost.
And when I wore this, obviously I'm not the same size as the model.
Yeah.
So I had to slash it down the back and put a big gusset.
Oh. Oh, so you just nicked the model's one. You didn't even make your own.
No, I did make my own on some of them, but they. Oh, look, leather jacket. But
hang on, that one's got pockets in it.
Yeah, but I think for a lot of people, the pockets can seem like a bit intimidating, and actually, it's a really nice project without the pockets.
10th of March, this was on telly.
I think I prefer it without the pockets.
I have to say, because, very quickly, it's not the one on wheels. These seams here, these princess seams here are so flattering, aren't they, for everybody's shape. If you suddenly cut those, I think if you love the biker look and the pockets, but if you want that lovely streamline, this one I'd put a crepe skirt with because you'd then create that really lovely fluid. There you go, not for me.
And part of the reason we did the pockets was we did this as a challenge on the show, and there's obviously a committee that make decisions about stuff. There was no one jacket that everyone agreed on, we kind of morphed everything, and a lot of people did zips in the show, so we had to emulate something. Zips.
Menu, sorry, I've got to rush you. I'm basically having such a lovely time, but run out of time completely. Here's tomorrow's menu. We're going to do it together. I'm not walking away. I was going to walk over there, but I've only got 30 seconds left. So Natasha's in tomorrow. She's got a cutting tool special at 8 o'clock. Lucy's back, Lucy Brennan, Lucy cross stitch. 10 o'clock, tulip ink and more, and 11 o'clock, flower power quilt with Lucy Brennan. Thank you so much. How long have we got? Oh, got a minute. So we can carry on. Thanks ever so much. If we carry on, we might fall off air because we're going to carry on chatting about the book.
I just wanted to show Deborah's lace pencil skirt, or this one.
Oh.
How amazing would that be?
In the PU?
Yeah.
But there are so many projects in this book, aren't there? Ones that you can use from your patterns. But as you can say, the more experience you get, the more you could hack and kind of...
And be playful.
Be what?
Playful. Just,
it's
mix
Easter.
It up.
We can't say things like that on air at Easter. But yes, enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for coming in.
Having
when
me.
are you in next? Got your date?
16th of April.
Oh, I'm going to check my diary now. I've got 2 days off. I'm back in on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday next week. So I'll see you then. Don't forget, happy Easter. Well, no, it's Easter on Monday, isn't it? I'll see you on Monday. Take care of yourself and thank you so much.
You.
Bye.
Join us on Saturday the 31st of March when we have master quilter Lucy Brennan in the studio as part of our spectacular Easter event. Lucy is bringing a floral fiesta to the Sewing Quarter when she teaches us how to create Pam Lintot's Flower Power Quilt. At 11 a.m, we'll learn how Lucy creates stunning triangular petal shapes to produce a bouquet of spring flowers all framed in contrasting floral fabrics for an eye-catching finish. We've got 3 gorgeous colourways to choose from, ranging from oranges to blues, purples and greens, so tune in to catch Lucy's expertise on how to make this blossoming quilt yourself. Make sure you don't miss Lucy on Saturday the 31st of March at 11 a.m, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.